Good morning, everyone. This is live. In case anyone was wondering, is this a recorded video? No, this is live on a Monday morning here. I don't even know what day it is, but we're coming at you live, and this is the first live, I believe, show on this channel for this entire year. So, first time for everything, right? Anyway, good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I got my coffee. I had to use the big Sasquatch mug for this one, of course. And I got some Cuban coffee that was sent to me from my friend Rod. And I believe it's Cuban coffee. And I got some creamer in here and stuff. Let me take a sip. It is strong. Very, very strong stuff. But you know what? I need it because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. And this is the only live show you'll find at 5 o'clock in the morning. At least talking about comic books. There might be some other crap that's on, but I don't know. But let me just say hello to people in the chat. I can see right there. Comics will break your heart. Fellow, look at that, Portlander up at 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, let me start at the top here. Bruce, good morning. Shane, good morning as well. Herminio, good morning. Scroll on down here. I saw Ronnie in there earlier. Ronnie, hello. Let's see here. XX Sean, hello. A lot of times I've never gotten to say hello in person. This is kind of it for me, so it's kind of cool. Usually I'm just in the feed, in the chat and saying hello. But this is live because unfortunately our friend Bob had something coming up. He had an emergency come up and he wasn't able to come over and film the coffee video, so we're going to postpone that until probably next week. And I really didn't have anything else lined up, so I figure I'd just do a live stream since I haven't done one for a while and hang out with you guys. And I got a bunch of stuff to talk about here. A nice little rundown and some good stuff. So we'll be up for a while this morning. I got nothing else to do, so, let's see. What am I missing here? Scroll down here. Mick A, hello. How are you? Happy Monday from Joe. Awesome. Dale says, hi from the UK, all jacked up on tea. I don't know if that's a thing, is it? Only comic fans, good morning. Let's see, just going down here. Ben, good morning as well. Andrew, good morning. What did you say? I'm all jacked up on chocolate biscuits. Oh, that's pretty cool. I could go for a biscuit. Simon, hello, how are you? Good morning. Nova, good morning. Nova 69. Eric, my good friend, another person here in Portland that's up at 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? That's pretty cool. William Smallwood, hello. 3 days till Justice League. That's right, Thursday. That's for the Snyder Cut. If I think you're probably talking about that, right? It's pretty cool. Good morning, Jeff. Let's see. I saw Sheila up here. Sheila, hello. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Thomas, hello. JB, hello. Good morning from Canada. We have a lot of Canadian friends. It's awesome. Dale said it's 11 a.m. here in the UK. That's not bad. Paulo E, good morning. It is way too early. Yep. Jazz's best. Hello. Brandon, hello. Look at all these people. Headless Hammerhead. How you doing? Yo, yo, yo. Let's see. Ty, morning, Bueller. Doing the Lord's work today. Going through with the show by myself. By myself. Got my coffee. Ready to start my week. Talking comics. That's awesome, man. Very cool. All right, let's see. Hey, look at that. My daughter's here. Paige, hello. She was not very happy with me when I told her I lost a tooth. She got all upset, but you know what? That's just the way she is. So you can't even tell, see? The coach. Hello, how are you? One Shot Comics, how you doing? Funky Sloth. It's nice to be able to say hello kind of in person, I guess. You guys know what I'm talking about. David, hello. James, hello. Looking forward to possibly hanging out with you. Big O, hello. Zombie X Dance, hello. Let's see. Good guy, hello. As soon as I get caught up on here, we will go ahead and do a rundown. Roger, hello. And Nick, hello. Jeremy, hello. Kay Titus, what's going on? How you doing? White Whale, Alec. How you doing, Alec? Jared Wallace, how you doing, my friend? Jared Wallace said he has some possibly some AWA books for me, which is kind of cool. And he was talking to me about a channel, which I'm sorry, Jared, I'm not too familiar with because I know they talk about a lot of slabs. So I got to go take a look at there's something about grading or whatnot. So I haven't really watched their channel because you guys know I'm not really a slab guy, so I haven't really paid attention to it. So I need to familiarize myself with that channel, though, Jared. And once I do, then maybe I can share it with some people and let you guys know if it's any good. Because right now, if I said it was good, I'd just be lying because I don't really know. But I'm sure it is. So Thomas Jackman, how you doing, my friend? Good to have you here. Appreciate it. Let's see. You can tell. Thanks, Paige. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's gonna drive her nuts. Vintage, hello, good morning. Just picked up number 1 Voltron and number 2 Star Wars. Nice, very nice. 7 a.m. here. Jeff says, "Man, Sheila, I'm doing good. That's good." Let's see. No Good Comics. Hello, how are you? Alfred, hello. Hey. Am I getting caught up? Oh my gosh. Anthony, hello. I say hello to everyone. I said hello, James, didn't I? I think so. Joseph, hello. Dylan, hello. I'm going to be doing a show with Dylan here pretty soon, I believe. Robbie, hello. Casey, another Pacific Northwestern. Good morning, my friend. I guess we're early risers here. Team CGC 9.8. That's the one he was telling me about. So, like I said, that's the name of the channel. If you're in the grading comics, I know that's kind of what their focus is. Go check them out. Yeah, you might like it. I need to do the same. Jared brought it to my attention. I almost took the day off, and I remembered will get me through. There you go. That's me, Bew, right? There you go. Malcolm, hello. Mark Spector Comics, what's up? Cantonese Comic Kid, what's up, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Yep, I still need to go through my... Sorry, man. I got tied up this weekend doing nothing. Chris, hello. Tommy, hello. Am I getting caught up? I think I'm getting... God, you guys are not making this easy. Marvin, what's up, my friend? Going to be talking a lot about you here in a little bit. At least some of your stuff here. Going to be focusing on Second Sight Publishing here in a few minutes. It's part of the show here. Let's see. I'm getting there. Thomas Jackman, I said hello to Thomas, didn't I? Yep, I did. Masters, Swordsman, hello, how are you? Okay, let's see. I think I'm pretty much caught up. I think so. People saying hello to Paige. All right. Let me do a rundown of today's show here. We've been doing this for the first 10 minutes. Okay, rundown today. We have an announcement today, which is kind of cool, and it's really because of you guys. Jacob, hello, how are you doing? It's going good, my friend. We have some reviews from books from last week, and we have some early reviews of books that are coming out this week that I've already read. I'll share those with you. I have 20 of my favorite variants. I wanted to share those with you guys. I have a nice little stack of variants, everything from stuff that you can get in the store or stuff that's exclusives from the the online store, whatever they are. But I got 20 variants just to show everyone that I'm not a hater of variants. I'm just a hater of how many there are. Sometimes there's just a lot. As you can see behind me, there's a whole wall of Alex Ross variants. Obviously, I like those, right? Or wouldn't have bought them all. So give me a break. We're going to spotlight a publisher. That's Second Sight Publishing. I've been talking about them for a while. Their books got delayed until the 24th. Normally happens through Diamond. You can never really nail down a date when it comes to smaller publishers. Sometimes Diamond just kind of, it is what it is type thing. So it kind of sucks. We're also going to talk about my pet peeves about collecting comics, what was originally going to be our topic for this week. 3 years ago, I made a video called Pet Peeves of Collecting Comics. And now that was our question for this week. But obviously, we're going to postpone the question and talk about your comments next week with Bob. Hopefully, he's back. But this week, I'm going to share my pet peeves. Are they still the same? I have some new ones. Maybe some ones might be taken off the list. There was 10. And then we're going to have some random thoughts at the end of the show as well. So that's the same segment that there is. Let me take a sip of coffee. Bookish Realm, how you doing, my friend? Seeing if I can remember all these. If I miss you, it's your own fault. No, I'm doing my best. Anyway, let's see. Should I feel bad about not supporting my LCS because the X books are just so bad right now? I've just been buying digital code. No, I mean, as long as you're collecting and buying comics, because that money still goes to creators and collectors, or creators and artists and all that stuff. So, I mean, don't feel bad, Joe. I mean, still, if you can buy some stuff at your LCS, please try to. But as long as you're still in the game, you're still playing. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Sir Cam, what's going on? Okay. Support those indies. That's right. We're going to leave that up there right there. Okay. First off, announcement. So as you guys know, last week I was kind of pushing the channel, Comic Book Food Chain, and which is great. And a lot of you guys have gone over there. They got like almost 700 subscribers from initially only having 200 subscribers. So almost 500 people have subscribed to their channel, and they're well on their way to 1,000. So on that channel, some of you guys might know, we got Frank Gogol, who is the creator, and then we have a gentleman who is a store owner, and then we have a collector. Well, the store owner is the owner of, I got to write all this down. It's called Bird City Comics. And the gentleman reached out to me from Bird City Comics, and he wants to help support the channel, which is great. And they do a lot of exclusives and stuff like that. So let me just share some of those. Try to do all this all fancy. Share screen. Application window. Share. Let's see. So yeah, it's Bird City Comics. You can go online. They have a lot of exclusives that you can get from them, and they also partner up with 616. You guys might have heard of them before, which is kind of nice. And let's see. Let me remove that. I'll show you some of the books that they have on their thing. Share screen. So yeah, like I'm not like too familiar with this. So this is a one of their new ones. This is the Alien book that's coming out. So you can get that on their website, which is kind of cool. That's that new Alien series from Marvel that they got the license now. Let's see. Stop screen. There might be a different way of doing this, but this is the only way I know how to do this. So I'm doing my best. There's another one on here. This is one from Nonstop Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty cool. That's a really great book. I remember covering that on my preview video. So that's I think it was on my top 10 as well. So that's pretty cool. And one last one from them. Share screen. I really like this one. Now I remember showing this book when it came out. This is an older title, Wolverine Number 3. They're obviously on like number 10 right now. But man, that's Adi Granov, I believe, is the creator of that one. And that's another book that you can get on their website, Bird City Comics. So very cool. I'm very excited to kind of partner up with them. What that means is, stop that. What that means is they're going to be sending us some books, and we're going to be giving them away. So we'll be doing giveaways brought to you by Bird City Comics, and very excited to have that. They got my information. And who knows, down the line, I might partner with them to make some exclusives as well. I know that they're doing some indie titles, and I kind of like the indie title thing, so I might be doing more exclusives with them. But Bird City Comics, I put a link down below. You guys are going to hear a lot more about them in the coming weeks and stuff like that. We'll highlight them on the show and their new books that they have coming out. And they're pretty, the gentleman I talked to, we talked for about an hour. Really enjoyed talking to him. You know, they got a lot on their website. I kind of spent some time on there, and they got a lot of their exclusives, a lot of other books as well, a lot of ratio variants. I know people are into that. And you know what? I always kind of talk about, you know, sometimes, you know, there are a lot of variants, but there's an audience for all that stuff. So I want to give you guys an opportunity, and not just my own, you know, hiccups or whatnot, because you guys all enjoy graded books. You can enjoy variants. So I don't mind sharing that stuff with you. And, you know, that's why I had the president of the grading company on here. It's still not something I've ever used, but I know you guys would enjoy it. And I know you guys will probably enjoy something like this as well. So we're going to be partnering with them. Free books are going to be heading your way on giveaways. You know, our giveaways are pretty basic, how we have always done it. pretty much comments and stuff like that. As soon as I get some stuff in, I'll set it aside, and you guys will start getting some books. Let's see. And also, do me a favor, go check out that comic book food chain as well. That's awesome. I really enjoy the channel. They got 2 videos so far, and they got almost 700 subscribers, so they're doing good. Hey, my friend Alex, the comic hoarder, what's going on? Did you win the whatever that Comigories? I didn't see the last part of it. I got to be honest. So I don't know for sure if you did. Let's see. Let's scroll up here a little bit because I know I missed some stuff. Ben says, when is the road trip starting? That's not starting until next year, my friend. So we got some time. Alex likes the wall. That's awesome. Appreciate that. From Heroes to Icons, how you doing, my friend? The Alex Ross wall of variants. There you go. Yep. Mark Spector, what's going on? I think I said hello to you, didn't I? Captain, how you doing, my friend? Hadn't said hello to him. Gotta do that. He's a captain. Eric loves the Wolverine. Yeah, that Wolverine cover is pretty cool. Roger. I hope Joe Kelly brings a good story to Nonstop Spidey. I didn't like it. It didn't really do much for me when I read it. I don't know. We're still looking for that Spider-Man home run book right now, and it's been a while since we've had that. So maybe someday, looking forward to Predator. Yeah, so am I, man. I think that's pretty cool that the Aliens Predator. I mean, some people are like, I don't want the worlds to cross, but I think it'd be kind of cool. Only maybe a wall of Jack Kirby. That'd be nice. I think I have maybe a handful. Alex probably could do that. He's got a lot of Jack Kirby stuff, I believe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Epidoxa? I don't know. Something like that. Let's see. Burke, what's going on, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Manic23, how you doing? Let's see here. Scrolling down here. Okay, let's roll on to books from this week, stuff that I reviewed. And let me just kind of put this on here. I said it right. There you go. I'll put that on there. So I just put that on there so I have my placeholder where I was. But let me show you kind of the books I picked up this week and the stuff I read. And I'll tell you what I thought about them. And let me know if I'm right on these reviews. First one is Immortal Hulk 44. I am sick and tired of this title, to be totally honest. I'm only buying it because of the Alex Ross covers. As you can see, I'm a fan. I need some original Hulk goodness back in my life. The whole bony, slimy, skin wrinkly thing is kind of worn on me, after we're almost up to 50 issues and stuff, and it's still a good story, but man, I need some good old-fashioned Hulk smash action, big, badass looking, what? It's time. It's time. It's just been too long. So once this is over on 50, I hope that Marvel brings back a Incredible Hulk book, and we get back to some green monster action. And this ain't doing it for me. The artwork is pretty cool, but I'm just over it. I'm over it right now, and I'm burned out. Like Thomas said. There we go. I'm burned out. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a nice Alex Ross run, and I think the first 25 issues were really good, but it's old and stale, and I need me some good old-fashioned Hulk, and this ain't doing it. So if it wasn't for the Alex Ross covers, I would pass on these. It's time for some new Hulk action. Yeah, exactly. Immortal Hulk look like a retired elderly bodybuilder. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Let's see. Mark Spector, come on, Immortal Hulk has been the best thing going for the character. It was great. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it, man. It's time. Put it this way, if this was going on and they had another Hulk book that was a dedicated Hulk book to where it was just our traditional Hulk, where he was just kicking ass and stuff like that, and just wrecking stuff, I'd be okay with having 2 titles, but I need some regular Hulk action. We're going to go with Proctor Valley Road, and this was by Grant Morrison and Alex Child, I believe. It was a co-written story, and it's about these group of girls. And they want to save money for a concert for Janis Joplin. This is set in the early 70s, and it is a horror story. This kind of reminded me of the artwork. It's very similar to Finger Guns. If you guys like Finger Guns, you'll enjoy the artwork in here. It's very light-hearted, for pretty much the whole book until the very end. And at the very end, it just gets extremely violent. And I didn't really see that coming, to be honest. I kind of thought, because of the art style, maybe it was kind of be more playful or whatnot, which it was. But at the very end, it got very violent. And then they confront the girls about what happened. And I don't want to give it all away. And then they went with a different direction, like the excuse why the people weren't available anymore. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to stick with it. Apparently, I heard that this was already optioned. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. But if it is, it could be an interesting television show. I don't know who would option it, to be honest, or where it's going to show up. But Proctor Valley Road by Boom. My Boom titles are kind of light right now with some of the ones that kind of concluded last year and this year. So I need a new Boom title to get on board. And between this one and Berserker, there's a nice little balance. So there you go. Not too bad. Let's see. I enjoyed Proctor Valley Road. Looking for it. Yep, me too. Yeah. There are only 6 more left, and you get a new. Yep, that's the way I'm looking at it, man. 6 more, and we get a brand new. I'm really hoping. I mentioned that maybe Donny Cates does Hulk. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think it is. But I think he would have a lot of fun in that sandbox of characters to just kind of have at it. So it should be kind of nice. Jacob said he'll enjoy that one. Nice. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go to Daredevil number 28. Another one I read. Another one I've been reading. Really enjoyed this one. It was kind of this is the funny thing because of King in Black. It got pushed back like a month. All these titles are coming out that are past the date of King in Black number 5, so they kind of don't match up. So this is after King in Black is over. Everyone's fine now, so you kind of know what happens, from King in Black, even though it's not out yet. But they're fine, and the whole symbiote thing is gone and stuff. It's not possessing anybody, and people are just kind of getting back to their lives. So unfortunately, that's the case on all these King of Black tie-ins right now, that they're coming out and they're concluding the story that hasn't even been concluded yet. So it's a little bit of a bother. But I really enjoyed this. I think that they spent most of the time just reintroducing why Daredevil is in prison. And they kind of do a pretty good job with it, but it was kind of just a recap of what we missed over the last 2 issues, that they kind of took a detour to talk about King in Black. So this just puts you right back where you were. This is like the issue where the issue right after when he goes to prison. It's pretty much identical to that. So a little bit of Elektra action, who is the new Daredevil. She's very cold-hearted in this. She's kind of adopted that girl that is kind of orphaned from the King in Black storyline, but she really doesn't care about that little girl. So she's kind of mean to her. But you know what? She doesn't really care. She's like, grow up kid or whatnot, kill people all the time. So anyway, I still enjoy the book, really liked it, but like I said, it's still a little weird because this takes place after King in Black and that storyline is still going on. So I don't know. You kind of have to just deal with that right now. Another one I read, and this is from the week before, but I did pick up a copy of ENIAC number 1 from Bad Idea. So this is, I was hoping to get a copy of this so I could read it, and I picked it up and I read it. Man, this was awesome. I was very happy with it. This was my main concern about this book. All the hype wasn't going to be any good. I didn't care about all the other crap that they had going on with it. I just want to know if the story was any good. And it was. It was great. It was fantastic. Had new ladies in there. That's a plus. And a new dude in there as well. That's a minus, but whatever. But anyway, it's about a supercomputer, the very first computer that's handles all the stuff from World War II or whatnot. And it's kind of out of control, kind of like the Whopper. If you guys ever saw War Games, this is kind of the War Games version, comic book wise. So the Whopper and War Games kind of takes over, and decides to launch missiles and all that stuff. This is kind of what they're doing in here. So it's very cool. Love it. You know, it's a great book. Great first outing. Was very surprised. I'm a fan of Matt Kent. He's done some great work, you know, and I think he's the one doing Berserker right now. He did the Folklore, was another one I really enjoyed. So I was a fan of his. So loved it. Thought it was great. Thought the artwork was fantastic as well. We're going to be giving this book away when we get to our 20,000 subscriber. I know this is the first print. I got the second print coming. I really don't care about the all the hubbub and stuff, so we're going to give this away when we hit the 20,000 mark, along with a bunch of other stuff. And then I'll just hang on to the not first print, which is print on demand, so don't pay more than cover price for that, because they can just print as many as they want to. There is no such thing as a second print. It's just not first print. So there you go. Let's see. Daredevil has always been underrated. Yep, that's very much so. I agree. Complete reboot of Spider-Man. Yes, they do need that. Need to know more about Typhoid Mary in this run. Yeah, Typhoid Mary, they kind of cover that in the. She's just still sitting in the hospital recovering from her. Yeah, see, it takes place after everything. That's the thing. It's like you want to talk about it, but the story is still going on, so it just kind of ruins the King in Black thing. And some of the early books I read this week also have to do with King in Black. And, you know, we're a couple weeks away from the conclusion of that. So what are you going to do? That's my catchphrase. Ronnie Bueller, what do you think about the current X-Men titles? Would they be staying for 2 or 3 more? I don't know. I've fallen off. I got too confused with everything. That's just my mind. I'm not very intelligent when it comes to stuff like that. And I just kind of closed the book on X-Men for now. And hopefully they come back at a later date. You know, I think I stuck it out through, I don't know, 15 issues of X-Men and dropped off in all the other ones pretty quickly. So I don't know. Feel kind of bad, but you know, what are you going to do? And there you go again. Donnie Cates is like Stephen King. It starts okay, gets interesting, then implodes at the end. It seems he starts writing without a plan for the ending and wings it. You know what? With some of, I mean, when I think about some of the things that he did, you might be right. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy kind of just fluttered away when he was doing that run. It didn't really have that punch. Carnage, the Carnage one, Absolute Carnage. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't like, it just like, there wasn't no, it was all like just a setup, to be honest. So, you know, there is some truth behind that. With some stuff he does really good at, you know, so I really enjoyed his other works, you know, like earlier and stuff. Let's see. There's a lot of ones I'm going to be missing here because I just bumped right up here. Donnie to start ASM. That would be nice. Thanks for showing that awesome Bird City Wolverine 3 cover. I looked out and got the last sketch. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's a cool looking cover. I don't have that one. Maybe they send it. For the most part, whatever the Bird City sends, I'll be honest, I might keep 1 or 2 here and there, but for the most part, I just give all that stuff away. If I already have it, I'll probably give it away, you know, if I already have it for a reader or something like that, or I'll find something else for it. But for the most part, anything that I get sent to me, I just give that stuff away. So, let's see. Like his... You're probably talking about Donnie Cates. Yep, I like his indie stuff the best as well. So it's damn editors. That's what Anthony said. Let's see. Chills Polas, hey Bueller, happy Monday, my man. I hope that both of your books and coffee are on point today. That's right. The coffee's pretty good. It's strong, but it's kind of getting a little cold. And I'm starting to cough now because I'm talking so much. Look at that. Nice the back. Good morning, my friend. He says, nice back round. What's a back round? It's kind of gross. Oh, well, I get it. Okay, let's move on to another book I read this week. The Joker. Loved it. Pick of the week. Thought it was awesome. It's not really Joker kind of makes an appearance at the very end. But I'll tell you honest, this is all about Commissioner Gordon. He's no longer a commissioner anymore. and he's pretty much being recruited to hunt down the Joker and to kill the Joker, and which I thought was a pretty interesting thing. The Joker is he just got done killing more people and stuff, and he's kind of off in the Bahamas or somewhere, I don't know, like an island. And there's this new entity that's in there, and they're I think they're criminals, but they're trying to eliminate the Joker, and they went with Commissioner Gordon to do it, and he's kind of contemplating whether he should or not because of all the balance of this book is what is pure evil. And he kind of realized the Joker is pure evil and the world would be better without him. And he knows that Batman has this code. And it sounds like in this one, James Gordon is going to break that code. And he might take the job. Because not to mention they offered him $25 million as well. I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome. This is James Tinney, and I'm looking forward to this series going forward. I did not read the backup story about Punchline. I really don't care about that character too much, so I just passed. But this one was awesome. Very surprised. Easily the pick of the week for me. The Joker, number 1. Loved it. The artwork is fantastic. These are just some ones I picked up. I didn't read yet. I'm waiting to get all these. Rorschach, number 6. Stillwater, number 6. I thought this already came out. I don't know. And these are from the weeks past that I didn't get my DC books, so they didn't get them in. Swamp Thing number 1, which is pretty cool. Still need to read it. And Batman number 106. Still need to read this as well. What did he say? Thank you for the super chat. My bad background. Appreciate that, Jesus. I don't know which one it is. Raymond, you got it covered, man. Appreciate the super chat. Super chat's live here. I gotta hit the duck. Every time I get a super chat, I hit the duck for how many, whatever the super chat is. So 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I slapped the duck 10 times. Every time we're slapping the duck just for you guys here at 5 o'clock in the morning. On a Monday, and what better day to slap the duck on a Monday at 5? Anyway, time for some coffee. All right, so those are the ones that I read. I want to show this real quick. Hot Valley Days and Cocaine Nights, number 1. Love the series. Number 3, I think, is hitting this week. If you guys are on this one, they're very hard to find. I talked about this book quite a bit. It's wonderful. I did not get number 2. I was never able to find it, so I never got it. But I have number 3 on my pull list, and that's coming out this week, so I'm looking forward to that. I believe the creator of this book had told me that he's going to send me the trade when it comes out, so I'll be able to read the whole thing when I get the trade. So Hot Valley Days and Cocaine Nights, very cool. The issue number 2, I got to tell you, the cover is pretty awesome. It's got, never mind. But I'd like to get number 2. I just never found it, but should get that on my pull list as well this week because it's added on there. I do want to show this real quick. Once again, for my Two Brother fans, Two Brother Comics sent me this wonderful Iron Man book. I'm going to read this. I've never read this before. I'm just going to read this before this and do a little mini review. I'm still going to do it. Iron Man number 1 from our good friends, Two Brothers Comics. I like that, just keeping that here with me. It's kind of nice. Shattered Glass Comics review this morning. Bueller just went over 500 subs on the Whack Comics. You'll have to check us. Awesome, man. 500 subs, man. Here's the thing. More and more channels are just pumping up right now. The audience is growing so much. And I believe Alex, the comic hoarder, who is a gentleman who has been in the game for quite some time, I'm pretty sure Alex can kind of concur what I'm saying. It is so much easier right now to grow a channel than it's ever been because the audience has exploded in the past year or so. And, more and more channels are hitting 1,000 subs or 500 subs because they're putting out great content, and that's really selling their channel. But like I said, Alex can kind of confirm he's been in the game for years, a few years before me, I believe. And it's never been like this before. And you know what? Honestly, it's something I said was going to happen. I was like, the audience is out there. We just got to make good content, and then people will find it. And here we are a few years later, That's exactly what happened. And a lot of those people that said it wasn't going to happen, they were full crap. So, and they're gone now. They packed up and left. So take a hike. Anyway, let me scroll down here. Vintage says Mondays deserves to be slapped around. There you go. That's nice. Let's see. Noctera was a good read. I read the first one. I thought it was okay. I'm still not sold on it. Sometimes issue 2 sells me more on issue 1, so I'm going to give it another shot when number 2 comes out. Any Department of Truth fans, such a great story. The art change was dramatic in the new issue, but I'm loving it. You're absolutely right. They changed the artwork in the last issue. I did not like the artwork. I don't think anyone really did. But I think it's only for one more issue, and then they're back to the original artwork. That's what I heard. I'm really hoping that's the case because if that is the case, I'll stick with it. But if they stick with that type of art style, it doesn't fit that book. It just doesn't fit. So yeah. Yes, it's awesome. The 11 community expanded. Yeah, he knows. He's been around a long time. And Alex actually, when I first started, it was very encouraging to me. So him and a handful of others, very encouraging. Really made me feel like I was doing the right thing. So my hat's off to Alex, the comic hoarder. Let's see here. Let's see. The big challenge, like you are pulling in the audience for sure. I think there's a little bit of truth to that. I think that we have that curiosity. The curiosity comes in, and then all the other people just go and look for stuff, and they find stuff they enjoy. So you have to have those people kind of holding the door open, letting these people in, and then they can go find whatever they like. So I believe that is a little bit of the case. Let's see. 130 plus in the chat. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Herminio. Appreciate that. Okay, let's move on to 20 of my favorite variants. Okay, and I got them right here. So 20 variant comics, and they range from, like I said, newer ones to a little bit older ones to store exclusives to ones that you can pick up on the shelf. And we're going to start off with none other than Rob Liefeld. And we're going to do the Champions number 26. So these are no particular order, but this is number 20. And this is the one with the Beast has two left feet or right feet, but they're the same feet. As you can see right there. Look at Beast, the blue dude. He's got 2 feet that are exactly the same. Rob Liefeld. Come on, man. You're fucking with us. Anyway, just got demonetized, but that's okay. Number 26 Champions. Very cool variant. Let's see. Immortal Hulk, number 25. This is a variant cover for that. Really enjoyed this series up until this point. Kind of go, look, there's like a Hulk that's like big. That's kind of cool. But I like this variant. I thought that was pretty awesome. Very nice. So this is number 19. Wolverine number 1. This was a Comic Con exclusive one, and this was actually my favorite cover for the Wolverine. This one and a die cut one. But there you go. This was his exclusive. He sent this one to me. So thank you, Comic Con, for sending that to me. I appreciate that. But Wolverine number 1, very nice variant. In Huck Lee, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. That's number 18. Number 19 is a Perillo cover. Number Amazing Spider-Man number 10. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. Woo. A lot of these were gifts. I got to tell you, a lot of these were people sent these to me because I don't tend to buy like stuff that's online or whatnot. So the Batman Who Laughs number 7, the variant, this is the David Finch cover. This is the one I bought in the store. Really love that cover. Thought it was really cool. You know, I'm missing one of the books from this run, the Batman Who Laughs. I don't know which one. I think number 6. But very nice David Finch cover. Do you guys watch David Finch's YouTube channel? He does drawing on there. It's really good. I get hooked on that pretty easily. Let's see. Great job, Liefeld. 2 right thumbs up. There you go. Come on. Oh, man, yeah, he's if I'm going to get blocked from a lot of life, I'm going to earn that damn thing, okay? That's just the way it is. Let's see. We got another super chat from Thomas. What's up? Peace and love, y'all. Got to get to work. Thomas, take care, my friend. Missed you last week, but glad you made it back here this week. Very nice, wonderful super chat supporter of the store. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Duck slapping for you, Thomas. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but you made it happen. Let's see. We'll put this on the screen as a placeholder. 2 ducks from Herminio. Here is, what was that? 20, 21, or 19, 18, 17, 15. The Amazing New Adventures of Red Nails, #1. This is a Superman homage cover. I'd love to have the Superman cover, but I don't, so I have this one, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I guess that would be number 15 as far as my favorite variants. This one is just the B cover for Batman number 95. I thought this was great. Got this one off Tfaw's website for $1 when they were doing their sale. Love that Joker cover. Very nice. That's number 14. Number 13 is this Thor one. Another one I got off Tfaw's website. I just like the color. The character isn't that great, but the color scheme I really enjoyed. And I don't think the camera is showing it very good. But really like this, the color that they're using for this and the rainbow and everything. So Thor number 9. There you go. Another Tfaw exclusive, Something is Killing the Children. Number 15, I believe. That's not bad. I picked that up for pretty cheap, so I was happy to get that. I think they are out now. Well, that's awesome. I do like ones that have this one is missing the trade dress. I actually like the trade dress on the book, so I know which ones they are, as opposed to the virgin ones. I believe this is the Spider-Man one by J.J. Abrams and his son. Just the die-cut one. I thought this was pretty cool, so had to pick that one up back in the day, I guess. This was the Battle Lines variant. They did a whole bunch of these for, I don't know what, I think this is probably Avengers, but they did a whole bunch of these for the Battle Lines video game. Is it a video game? I think it is. But I collect them all. I thought they were pretty cool, kind of similar to how I did the Alex Ross ones and did the same thing for the Battle Lines. So I love the Vision one. I thought that was pretty cool. Here is the Devil's Red Bride. This was the Clara Mies exclusive one. This is the first unofficial Comics with Bueller variant. I thought that was pretty awesome. I love that cover. Very nice. The blood and all that good stuff. We got some Clayton Crane goodness. I believe this is. And this is Clayton Crane. This is Symbiote Spiderman #1. This was a gift from Bob because he buys all of these. He loves the variant. I mean, he says he doesn't, but he does. He buys them all. He buys tons of variants. He loves going online. Well, all the exclusive variants, he buys them all. That's pretty much 90% of his collection is stuff like this. And he's going to deny it, but I'm telling the truth. Anyway, very cool. And look at this one. Devil's Dominion by our good friends at Blackbox Comics. This is the shiny. Look at the shininess on that one. Come on. I love this book. I love it. Chromium, all that good stuff, man. Love it. Awesome book. Here's some Big Girls #6. This is just the Scotty Young cover. I thought that was kind of cool. Every now and then, Scotty Young kind of does it for me, and this is kind of simple, and I enjoyed it. So I was like, I want that one. So very nice. I don't know what number I'm on. Doesn't matter. Let's go with some Shannon Mirror. Love. We got Black Cat #1. This was also a gift from Bob because he buys all these. Anyway, I thought that was really nice. Love me some Shannon Mirror covers. Sticking with Shannon Mirror. Guardians of the Galaxy #1. This is probably one of my favorites. Love the color scheme on this one. Love it. Very nice. Shannon Mirror. Killing it. Web of Venom, Empire's End. This is number 31 of 1,500. A Del Auto variant. Thought that was pretty cool. I believe this is a Scorpion Comics exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. It says it there on the back. But very cool. This is another gift from Bob, because like I said, he buys all of them. So I thought that was awesome. And this one I bought myself. This is the Department of Truth #1. This was the secret variant. I think the 1 in 10 with the Harvey Oswald. I didn't even know I had it. I just picked up a copy, and it turned out to be that one. So there you go. Department of Truth number 1. I believe this is worth at least $5 or $6 now, so that's pretty cool. But it's a great story. We all know how we feel about that. Artwork in here is great. Not in the last issue. And last one, number 1 with a bullet. Deadpool number 11, the unicorn one. Some unicorn love action with Deadpool. What more could you want? Asgardia, there you go. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not really a Deadpool fan, but I love that cover. So I remember when I saw it, and it was on the shelf, I had to pick it up. So there you go. I just picked it up. A cover buy. I do that sometimes. Let's see. William says Bueller has got the goods on these variants. Yes, I got variants. People are like, oh, yeah, he's variants. Got in an argument with this one guy. Just drives me nuts, man. Some people just want to hear what they want to hear. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Relax. 90s kid in me loves the chrome covers. Yep. Didn't read those. Something just going to show they are super great. So had Tinian is continuing the series. Yep, me too. Comic Hunter. Hydra Collectibles. What's going on? Loved your video with your daughter in there. Just really awesome. Thought it was great. Watched the whole thing. Enjoyed it from start to finish. Let's see. Derek, hello. How are you? Appreciate you stopping in here. Awesome. Okay, so those are my top 20. And let's see. Maureen Bueller, stupid work got in the way of joining at 8. That's all right. We'll have to catch up. That's okay, man. This is live, buddy. This is live. Derek, hello. Let's see. Check out Mirror Silk. I did. I saw that one. The silk cover, I thought it was pretty good. Elvin, first time live watcher. There you go, man. Look at that. I don't do live very much on this channel. It just kind of is what it is. So I did my 20 variants. I kind of have some bad news. I got to share this with you guys, unfortunately. And some of you guys already know. I know my buddy Derek Magnus here in the chat. So my next exclusive was going to be Radio Apocalypse number 1, which is by Rom V. And I was very looking forward to it. I'm still going to kind of keep it under wraps as far as what it was, because I think we're still planning on doing it. But unfortunately, that title got delayed. It was supposed to come out next month. It is now delayed till September, I believe. So we're 4 or 5 months out before it comes out. So unfortunately, that exclusive cover I was going to have next month and start pre-selling at the beginning of next month, it's not happening. So it kind of put a bug in the system. It's kind of what I was planning things out to do. And I really apologize to everyone. I am going to be talking to some people to try and get a couple of variants out before that point. Like I said, I'm still hopefully planning on doing the Radio Apocalypse one in September now. There's some other people that reach out to me. Like I said, Bird City Comics. I might do something with them in July. And there's some other ones that are coming up that just reach out to me over the weekend. I got to get back with them this week. And I might be doing some variants with them. And speaking of that, let's kind of go into the spotlight of Second Sight Publishing, which is a newer publisher. Like I thought their books were coming out last week, and unfortunately they got delayed till the 24th. It is what it is. It happens. But the more eyes I can bring to this publishing company, the better. And I think you guys are going to enjoy Second Sight Publishing from what I have, because I have a collection of their books already. I was very fortunate to get a bunch of them in Florida when I went down there in the summer. So I kind of am ahead of the game. And these books aren't even out yet, but I have a stack of them. I've had them for months. But Second Sight Publishing, if you guys aren't aware, they're a new publishing company. They've got about 6 or 7 titles slated right now. There's 3 titles that are coming out on the 24th right now. Anyways, let me show you some of the books that they got coming out for the 24th. And this is going to be a different cover from what I believe you guys are going to get when it comes out. But this is The Edge number 1. And the creator of this is in the chat right now. Marvin. Look at that. There's his name right there. Wayne, Marvin Wynn, it's right up there. And he's in the chat. So there you go. Look at that. Look how everything works. Everything works. But this is his book. And you know what? I'm a fan. I got this back in December. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I talked to you. I think I talked to you. I don't know for sure. I talked to like 5 or 6 guys that were at the booth there in Florida. I think you were one of them. But I could be wrong. If I am, my apologies. But I got your book. And I love it. I thought it was awesome, man. I really enjoy this book. And I'll kind of give you guys a sneak peek. I like the characters, designs. Very cool, very colorful. Very nice book. I think you guys are going to like it. It's about like a, what was I saying? It's I tried to sum it up on the preview thing to where like there's like the steroid virus that they're trying to stop before it spreads or something like that, you know? It's pretty cool. I think that the regular cover for issue 1 is different than this from what I've seen. Like I said, I showed it on the preview and I showed it on the top 10. I'm going to slap it back on the top 10 when it comes out. And so I'm going to cover it as well. But this is one of their books from Second Sight Publishing. It's very cool. I love the artwork and the color. Love it. So I am really going to try to get behind the Second Sight Publishing and do as much as I can to bring attention to their publisher. And I'm really going to focus on them and Blackbox Comics and a handful of others because I really think that these indie publishers need some love, you know, because I think they're doing some really great work. Lady Freedom is another book that they have coming out on the 24th. These are going to be different covers, like I said. So the cover that comes out with you guys will be different. But tell your comic shop to order them. They can order them now in the previews and Diamond and stuff. Lady Freedom, look, she's like Captain America, but not. And look at that, I got the first 2 issues. There you go. I like that cover. That's a really cool looking cover. Lady Freedom. So you got The Edge, you got Lady Freedom, and you have the book of Laxia, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. But this is another one that comes out on the 24th from Second Sight Publishing. And I love it. It's great. I love the art style in this book. I thought it was awesome. I'll kind of show you guys a little bit. I got number 2 as well. There you go. And Marva, I believe he's sending me some of these stuff as well. He's going to be sending me some of the books, and we're going to be giving those away. If I'm not mistaken. So he's going to the post office here today. He's sending us some of their books or whatnot, whatever he has, some swag or whatnot. We're going to be giving that stuff away to you guys, so I want to share it. But fantasy goodness, really enjoy it. Just nice, clean, bright, vivid colors. I've always liked it. Quality books. It's quality. I mean, they're quality books. I mean, when I'm holding a stupid Marvel book in my hand, as much as I love Marvel, God, their books are just like falling apart. You know, it's like a tissue paper and stuff, and I'm just get sick of it. And then I hold a book like this, and the paper quality is just 10 times better, and they charge the same price. You got to give them some attention because they've earned it, you know. Okay, some of the other books that are coming out. Let me see here. Connie was in here. What's up, Connie? Appreciate you stopping by this morning. Connie's awesome. Not a first-time watcher, far from it. Villain, how you doing, my friend? Yes, I saw that one. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's already sold out. His things sell out all the time. Indeed. There you go. We're going to leave that one up there. They have some other books, and I will show you guys. I can screen share. These books are slated for April, but as I've said in the past, things change. And we're going to bring this up. And this one is called Blowtorch. I love this one. I love it. Why do I love it? Because I already got a copy of it, and I'll show you here in a minute. Blowtorch number 1. I believe this comes out in April. This character reminds me of 90s Image goodness, to be totally honest. And I'll show you why here in a minute. But very, very cool book. Let's see. We have another one here. This one I thought was pretty cool. This is called Chess. It's like a super group, kind of like, Justice League or Avengers or whatever, but more similar to the Image type stuff, I believe. So that's pretty cool. And that's a cool book because I got a copy of it right here as well. So that comes out hopefully in April. And a couple more real fast. And these are the ones I could find. There might be more, I don't know. This is a horror one. This one looks interesting. Duplicate. It's like there's some kind of virus or whatnot, and they can save people by duplicating the organs for their bodies. That's kind of what I got. I don't know much about the book, but the cover is interesting. So I like that. And we got one more. Share screen. This one is Freak Show Night. And I believe this is by the gentleman who does the recount for Scout Comics, which is another indie publisher that we love. And you can go there and enter the code Bueller and buy whatever you want and save 10%. But I believe it's the same writer. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But if I'm right, first time for something, right? The Freak Show Nights. There you go. Look at that. It's cool looking. I like it. But this is slated for April as well. Like I said, those dates might change. We never know. But back to the two ones I have in my possession. This is Chess number 1. And it's a wraparound cover. Look at that. Pretty cool. And like I said, pull out some of the covers here. Very nice, clean artwork and stuff. Very nice quality paper as well. Love it. Like I said, got this back in December. It's finally going to be coming out here in April. And this one, I'll just take this one out. This is kind of God, this cover is awesome. I don't know if this should be an exclusive cover because I know this isn't I'm pretty sure this is not the cover that they're doing for the first issue. But man, if they ever did an exclusive cover with Comics with Bueller, I think it should be this one. Anyway, this is the Blowtorch number 1. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Awesome pouches. Just 90s goodness right there. It's autographed by the creators as well. Love this book. Love the character. I think it's really cool. Very excited to get this one. Number 2 when it comes out. These are limited series, I believe. This one is in black and white. I don't know if it's just it might be in color when it comes out. Maybe Marvin can answer that. I don't know for sure. But the ones I have are in black and white for this one. All the other ones are in color. But when this comes out, it might be in color. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when it comes out. But isn't this a cool cover? And wouldn't that be an awesome exclusive for Comics with Bueller? Would you buy that? I'd buy that thing. That thing's awesome. Anyway, very cool looking character. I think they had a toy of this character, like a, homemade toy at their booth of this character. And I thought it was pretty cool. So anyway, I thought that was awesome. Second Sight Publishing. I'm hoping to do some more stuff with them in the future. The main guy kind of reached out to me over the weekend. I haven't got back to him. I just got tied up. He mentioned some stuff about an exclusive and stuff like that. And but I just really think these indie titles, it's their time. And there's a few of them I want to work with. Second Sight Publishing is one. I already work with Blackbox Comics. That's another. Let's see. AWA is another one. Although I don't really know anyone there, I've really been a fan of their books. And obviously Scout Comics as well. I talk about them also. But really, my spotlight going forward for the time being is going to be the Second Sight Publishing because they are brand new. They are bringing books to the market very first thing. And when you're getting out the gate, you need all the help you can get. So the more I can talk about them and share with you guys, the more you guys are going to hear that name, Second Sight Publishing, and go, oh, I think that's the one that Bueller talked about. And all of a sudden, you're a fan, just like me. So there you go. That's awesome. All right, what do we got going on in the chat here? We're going to scroll all the way back up here. Look at this. This is exactly what every day I find myself reading more independent comics. Me too. That's exactly what it is. I love them. They intrigue me more. I don't know what it is. It just kind of happened, and I never thought that would happen. But Let's see. It is the case. Wetworks. There you go. That's the one I was trying to. Wetworks. You got it. It definitely has that look to it. Reread Pitt. Oh, Pitt's great. I think I had the first 12 issues. I think I got rid of some of them. But Ty, take care, my friend. Duty calls. No worries. The Arden chest looks good. Yep, I believe so. Greetings, Louis. Hello. That's exactly right. It ain't a true 90s book without pouches. And look at that. We got a belt full of pouches. It's wonderful. Second Sight Publishing. You can go to their website. Although there's not much on their website. I got to tell them that. The website's pretty bare. They should have some more. But you can go to their Facebook page, and that's probably the better place to go, is their Facebook. My coffee is ice cold right now. Says Derek, I'll direct. The trades will be crowdfunded. It will have a different cover. There you go. Scout Comics is amazing. I've been a fan of Scout for a while. They got my favorite book right now, which is The Recount. I love that one. They do look cool, man. I'm glad I'm able to share them with you guys. I think I might be one of the only, YouTubers out there that has access to these books, and I've had them for months. And that's kind of why I'm so high on them, is because when I got them back in December, I enjoyed them. I was like, dude, these are cool. And now they're finally hitting shelves, and I get to talk about them and share what I enjoyed about them with you guys. They have a tremendous amount of freedom to explore. They can do what they want, which is the best. It really is. Love the Alex Ross action. Yep, there. I appreciate that. 4-color commentary. Let's see. Kid Collector. What's going on, my friend? He's supposed to be in school. That's all right. Everything you need to learn is on your phone now anyway. Let's see. Can't wait to get see what Kate's does. Yep, that'll be kind of cool. Is Kate's doing the Gunslinger one? That should be cool. Hint, hint. There you go. Eric said I'd buy that. That's cool. Yeah, man. This was my favorite cover. This is actually, I saw this sitting at their booth, and I was like, man, that's cool. It's the blue and stuff. I'm my favorite color is blue, and I kind of drawn my attention over there, and I walked over there and started talking to the people there, and talked to them for a while at their booth, Second Sight Publishing. And then the gentleman who was the writer of The Recount was there. I didn't even know it was him. And I was really enjoying that book. I had just picked up number 1 because I haven't been able to find it until that point. And I had just read it. And I was like, oh, man, that's awesome. $2.99, yeah, for the Spawn books. I hope the rest of them are. I don't know for sure. Smoke Ghost, good morning, Bueller. Love your videos. Always wonderful content for the comic community. Keep up. Awesome. I will. Got nothing else to do. Let's see. 150 plus watching. Yeah, that's awesome. Hit that like button if you want it. That'd be cool. Yes, Images killing it this year. Second Sight looks cool. Yep. Images doing well. Images is doing really well. But I think Aftershock, I think, has kind of surprised me the most this year so far. I still enjoy finding indies from the 80s and 90s. Yeah, me too. Jacob, Aftershock all the way. Yep, I just said that. I didn't even see that. Aftershock. See, we think alike. That's awesome. Yeah, I think the independents are good, but I think also the case of the big two being not so good lately. Yeah, I think that is. I think unfortunately a lot has to do with Marvel. I think Marvel books are kind of gone way down over the past year. Which is unfortunate. I don't want that to be the case, but in comparison to other stuff out there, even DC, and I don't get a lot of DC books, but it seems like the DC ones I do get, I really enjoy reading, like the Joker one and Batman and stuff like that. Look at that. The Edge is influenced by 90s X-Men. That's awesome. We need more of that stuff, man. Bring that stuff back. I mean, as much crap as the 90s gets, the bubble and all that stuff, I miss that stuff. I miss that image goodness, the exaggerated drawing, the just off the page bombastic. That's one of Robbie's words or something. I miss that stuff, and I hope it makes a comeback, to be totally honest. Website is being rebuilt. All right, see? Like I said, you can go to their Facebook page. It's probably the best deal. Bobby, what's going on, my friend? Appreciate you stopping in here. Did you change your name? Did I just now notice that you changed your name to Big Herm? You should do the trade. I don't do a trade. Read it? What are you talking about? People saying hello. Let's see. Dylan says, "Hey Bueller, are you watching anything are in shows, movies? I don't know. What does that mean? Anything new, you mean? I think so. When people ask me stuff, and I always forget, like off the top of my head. Am I still buying Walking Dead issues? Yes, I still have those on my pull list. Bueller, thanks for being one of the biggest inspirations for my starting my channel. And I figured I changed my channel name here to Big Herm Collectibles. There you go. That's Herminio. Changed it to Big Herm Collectibles. I just now picked up on it. I don't know how long ago he did it, but I felt kind of bad. But if it was just like over the weekend, I don't feel so bad. But very cool. Exclusive trade with Marvel. There you go. That'd be cool. All right, let's see here. What do we got going on next? So we got our second site publishing. Like I said, I'm going to be featuring them quite a bit more. They're sending me some stuff. I'm going to be talking with the founder or whatnot, or the owner, or this week, and I want to do some more stuff with them, and I want to bring more attention to them. The more I can, the better. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it with them and Blackbox and a few others. But let's move on to another segment here. And because we asked the question last week, we asked, what are some of your pet peeves about collecting comics? And I wanted to go ahead and share my pet peeves. And here's the thing. I did a video 3 years ago called My Pet Peeves About Comics. And it was literally the very first video I ever did where I stood in front of the camera. And I was pretty, nervous, to say the least, about sitting in front of the camera. But, it was a good video. A lot of people really enjoyed it and kind of found my channel that way. But let me kind of run down my pet peeves back then, and I'll tell you whether I still agree with them, because I think you shouldn't have a closed mind. Okay, if you don't have an open mind to things, you're just wasting time when it comes to collecting comics. So I do try to have a open mind, and if something changed my mind, I want to share that with you guys. So the very first thing on the list from 3 years ago, one of my pet peeves were the amount of variants that were on the market. So 3 years ago, I was saying the amount is too much, and I think I used Justice League of America as an example, which is they made a variant for every different state in the United States, plus extra ones as well for like Guam and Puerto Rico and stuff like that. And there is 50, 60 variants and stuff. I'd say that's still valid. The amount of variants, I want to make that clear. It's the overabundance of variants for a certain title. Like anytime you get 20, 30, 40, 50 variants for one title, I think that's a little excessive. It gets a little crazy and a little hard to just kind of comprehend how many books that come out. Like Eternals comes to mind. That was over 50 covers for that one. It's the amount of variants for a certain title is where I still have a pet peeve in. Let's see. Huge arcing storylines that have multiple tie-ins. It's still the same thing. I still think that a more condensed, self-contained story is preferred. Perfect example is Deceased. Love that story. They have a current ongoing series. When it was coming out, it covered everything. That's all you needed. You knew the beginning, the middle, the end. And then you got a story like King of Black, which is a good story, but you got all these supposed tie-ins that are referred to as keys of the week or whatnot. That's a whole nother thing. And they just muddy the water, really, most of them. They really don't go anywhere. And so I still agree with these huge arcing storylines that involve all this other tie-in stuff, and just gets a little nuts, to be honest. Back then, I was referring to the Secret Invasion. It was Secret Empire. That's what was going on 3 years ago with Secret Empire, and they had all these tie-ins left and right. It was just nuts. It was hard to know what was going on. I still don't remember that one. Another one on my list was graded books. I was not a fan of graded books back then. They still don't really appeal to me, but I'm not a fan. I think I've a little bit changed on that. It's not something that interests me as far as to go and get books graded or do that. It's just not my thing. But I understand it a little bit more than I did 3 years ago, so I see why people would enjoy it themselves. And I have a few slab books in my collection. I only have like 4. But I do see the appeal now, so I think my opinion is a little bit changed on that one. I still think that the grading process is subjective, and there's all sorts of weird things that kind of go on with graded and stuff. But I do see the need to preserve your book, encapsulated and stuff like that. So I do see that there. JLS Comics, I saw them just pop in the chat. Good morning. What's going on? Appreciate you stopping in here. Joe G, hello. Did I say hello to you earlier? I don't know. Comic Burrito is in there as well. Fable, what's up, my friend? Appreciate you stopping in here. Like I said, if I missed you, I apologize. I'm not perfect. Trust me, I've been told that many times. Jimmy, hello. How are you? Let's see. We're gonna put this on there. A burrito. Just for a placeholder. Okay, moving on. Another one, my pet peeves are back 3 years ago was digital comics. Still feel the same way, but I do enjoy reading digital comics every now and then. I only say that because I get sent digital comics, and I think that's the only reason I enjoy reading them, because I don't have to pay for them. And it saves me money from having to buy them to read them, just to read them type thing. So, I mean, I'm a little jaded on this, so my opinion on them is a little different. Nothing will ever beat the physical book in your hand. Nothing like that. But I do want to say thank you to Marvel and Boom and The Image and AWA and Scout and all these people that send me Aftershock books to read early. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. So there you go. So that's a little different. One of the things I pointed out back then was the I don't even know if I have a book that has it now, because I've solved that problem. Oh, no, that's not one. I got these new, there we go. So I got these new Comic Pro Line bags, and they don't do it, so I'm not really worried about it. But one of my pet peeves was I called it the butterfly. You guys all know when the tab was flipped up on your book like that, or the bag. And then I had a pet peeve to where it was the double butterfly where both sides were flipped up like that, you know. And I call it the double butterfly. So that's what it is. That was one of my pet peeves, when the tabs flip up on the book, and you can just fix that with 2 pieces of tape, or you can just go with the Comic Pro Line bags, which is what I use, and they don't do that. So you only need 1 piece of tape, and they stay right where they're supposed to. So not really an issue for me anymore. So you can kind of scratch that off my list. Another one was tape. Just tape in general. Tape was a pet peeve of mine, because it would I'd get tape pulls on my book and all that. So I didn't even know what the term tape pull was back then 3 years ago. Since then, I've learned that. So, but anyway, tape is what it is. It's still kind of a pet peeve, but I've been more cautious lately. And you can use painter's tape, which I didn't know that, and I still don't use it. But you can use it, and that protects your book. And I think I have painter's tape on one of these books. I think, oh, yeah. See, the Two Brothers Comics, they use painter's tape on theirs. I know Bob does as well. Painter's tape, you can use that. I have rolls of painter's tape. I just don't use it. Another one was using the wrong size bags and boards for your books. Like using a Silver Age bag and board for your regular or modern book or whatnot, or vice versa. That really wouldn't work. But that was kind of a pet peeve back then. I loosened up on that right now because I got so many more books in my collection than that time. So it just kind of is what it is. So I don't really bother. And plus the Comic Pro Line bags kind of simpled that up. They have one bag that I use, and it's not really an issue. 9 square inches. How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in here. I use painted tape too. Awesome. Yeah, it helps out. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is still a pet peeve of mine. The numbering system. And perfect example is Zero being an issue. They just did Immortal Hulk 0 a few months back. I guess that's supposed to be the 0 or whatever. And then how they did the Amazing Spider-Mans, how they did the 18.1 or whatever it was, or 33.2 or whatever, were the ones that Robbie got all pissed off about on his channel every other week and stuff. I love that. So I hate those stupid numbering things. Just, stick to 1 through 10 or 1 through 100, whatever it is, regular numbers. Don't do the point LRs or the point ones or the 0 ones. I thought that was stupid. So that was just a pet peeve back then. Another pet peeve back then was people who think comics are worth more than they are. And that's still kind of the thing, and that's I think that comes from a lot of outside influence or whatnot. And it's funny because on that video 3 years ago, I showed an issue of X-Force number 1. And I was like, people are going to think they're going to pay through call. And now here, that issue has actually garnered some attention. It's like the number 2 most sold book in the world, So, I mean, it's not worth more than $1, to be honest. But, some people think it's worth more because of a card on the back. Even if there is a card on the back that still sold over 1.5 million copies of that one. So, you know what I mean? But that still is a pet peeve. I think that people's expectations, not everyone, don't get me wrong, but I think people's expectations get a little blown out of proportion sometimes. And because, 95% of comic books are just worth what the cover price is, So, but enjoy those books. That's what I do. I enjoy the books. Kingpin Comics, what's going on, my friend? Appreciate you stopping in here. Let's see. I didn't find another one. Fable, you're up, dude. You're my placeholder. Another one of my pet peeves was the cover folding up in the bag. I've been to comic shops and they've had that to where the cover itself, in the corner is folded over right there on the bag, inside the bag. Sometimes it's like a whole inch or sometimes it's just a little bit or whatnot, but it's just annoying. And it just shows that they just didn't take the time just to fix it. And it just takes you can fix it. Some of the older books, they kind of happen like that, but just take a few minutes to make sure they look nice or whatnot. So that was one of my pet peeves. So that was the top 10 pet peeves back in 2018. For the most part, I agree with pretty much all of them now. I have softened a little bit on the graded comics and the digital books a little bit, although I still, the physical ones are the best. The variants are pretty much the same. Pretty much, yeah, okay. So I have new pet peeves I'm adding to my list. And my number 1 pet peeve is Diamond. I just gotta say, what the hell are you guys doing, man? You guys have been in business for tens and 20, 30 years. And it's like you just wiped up yesterday. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I mean, people getting their stuff, it's all crapped out, people getting the stuff weeks late, you guys, you're not a new company. You do one thing. You ship comic books to retailers. You should have been able to perfect this process over the last 20 or 30 years. And it's like day one all over again. And what? It just doesn't make any sense. And so that's probably my biggest pet peeve. The more and more I've gotten back into collecting over the last 3 years, the more educated I have made myself on this topic and spent time, looking into Diamond and just their business practices and stuff that goes on, with third-party publishers or independent publishers, and just kind of how they kind of get the short end of the stick. And I don't really enjoy that, but it's the only thing they can do because they're the only distributor out there. So it's very frustrating. So Diamond is probably my biggest pet peeve in the comic industry right now. And even though there is a new distributor out there for DC, which is Lunar, and also Scout is using Lunar as well, I think it just gets worse. Since Lunar has came, I think Diamond's even worse than they were a year ago. That doesn't make any sense. You got to step up. If you got competition, you got to, take a minute and say, okay, what do I need to do to outdo my competition, or at least have the standard that they have? And it's just not happening, man. You guys have been in business 30 years, maybe longer. I don't know, but get it right. Just do 50% better than what you're doing now, and you'll be doing 200 times better than what you have done. That doesn't make any sense. That equation doesn't make any sense, but you get the idea. Okay, that's the only way I can point it out to you guys. Anyway, let's see here. Let me go back up. Poor Diamond. They get crapped on all the time. I'd hate that to work there. Joe, he says, I'm late. I'll watch. Okay, no problem. Let's see. There's other pet peeves in here. Diamond number one. There you go. Diamonds are forever. That's true. They got a bunch of damage. Yeah, we've talked about Diamond. We dedicated whole copy videos about Diamond, and we talked about them and this just the procedure and everything and stuff. And it didn't do any good. It didn't do any good at all. One of the things I think we brought to light is just the pure amount of damages and missed books, and we asked the question all around the world, so a lot of people are like, oh, I thought it was just my shop or whatnot. No, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Experiences very similar problems. And I think we kind of shed a little bit of light on that on one of our copy videos last year. So it is what it is. Let's see. Stay well, Bueller. Thanks for all the videos. Carl, thank you. Good night from Melbourne. Oh, awesome. Comic Book Therapy saying hello to Big Herm. The Comic Pro line stuff is great. Yeah, they just need to get more stuff in. I haven't gotten an order back from them. My friend Tony has been updating me a little bit, and they're kind of behind. I think that's kind of the case on all supplies right now. They're just kind of like, I heard a few of my friends like, I can't find anything. I don't know what the deal is. It seems like it's been like that for like a year. Lost of Comics. Couldn't agree more about Diamond. Yeah, there. See, exactly, Eric. New pet peeves trying to locate boxes, bags, and boards. Yeah. It's weird. You'd think something so basic for comics would be no problem to get, but right now it's the total opposite. Let's see. I'm just kind of scrolling down here. Let's see. Chad says Alex Ross wall looks superb. Cool. Okay, so another one of my pet peeves, a new one is this is kind of a big one for me. Unorganized comic shops that don't put prices on comic books. It drives me nuts. And then you go and you find books and you bring it up to the register and they're like, oh, let me look these up. I've walked out of shops that do that. I've never gone back, and I think that's just crappy business practice. To be honest, I think if you're gonna be selling something, you should have an organized business to where if you want to find something, you know where to find it for your customer, and it should be priced. They should be able to know what price it is or whatnot. So that's a big pet peeve. If I find shops that are like that are don't have that organization, or they don't price their books unless you go up there and, let me look them up on eBay. I was like, forget it. Can't stand it. Another one that I kind of just hit time after time is the paper quality of some books. That's another pet peeve of mine. I've kind of talked about that at length over the last few episodes. The main offender right now is Marvel, followed by DC. Although DC, I think it's better, but Marvel is, their paper quality for the main issues are just horrible right now, and they just seem to be getting worse and worse. And it's like the paper quality, the paper is the same, the cover is the same paper as all the pages inside. There's no difference, and at least the other publishers, it's a different paper stock. So It's stupid. They're coverless books is what they're putting out right now from Marvel. That's irritating. Another one. It just kind of is what it is, and you just kind of have to accept it. But the increase in price for books. But when I think about 3 years ago when I started, the cover price was $3.99, and the majority of books right now, 3 years later, are still $3.99. There are some exceptions: Batman, Justice League, some other stuff, some number one, some special oversized issues. Those tend to be a little bit more. But the regular issues in general are still that $3.99 price point, but we do see a direction they're moving upwards, stuff like that. So it is what it is, but when you think of 3 years ago, they were the same thing. I'll take it. So still pet peeve. Those are the new pet peeves. And those could take the place, but the biggest one is Diamond. I don't know, and especially lately. I mean, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but over the last 2 months, or just this year in general, Diamond, as far as getting books on time, quality of books, not getting damaged, is just in left field, man. They don't. It's like it's like there's nobody there. No, nothing's going on, And I don't know what it is, man. Back to comeback. Get off your back and get to work. Give me a break. That's my new saying. Back to comeback. Get off your back and get to work, Diamond. We'll see how that goes over. That'd be a great on a shirt. Back to comeback. Jesus. Let's see here. Diamond needs competition. Yeah, they do, but they shouldn't. That's the thing. If you're, they get complacent. I get it, but you should at least have some sorts of standards that you set yourself that are, that are good. Does that make any sense? Jared, take care, my friend. Appreciate you stopping in here today. Just about the space that, I have a lot of people talk about the space is running out of space for comics, man. There's no cure to that. Just get a bigger place. That's all I can say. I wouldn't say stop collecting. I just say get a bigger place. Charles says, I like your YouTube segments because you talk about price on every comment to show that they've worth. You're one of the few that Marvel Saga number one worth from 1980. What? I don't know. Charles, thank you. When they start looking on eBay, I walk out. Yeah. No price of the book is just lazy. It is lazy. The shop I went to, the last one I went to that didn't have that, they weren't in business more than 6 months and they closed the door. All right, let me scroll down here. The Marvel books have heaps of waves, and yeah, they do. The waviness. Reggie did a great video pointing that out. You can't really price books if they have price. Yeah, you can. That's not true. You can't really price books if the price fluctuates daily, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, you can. For the majority of books, don't change in price. You're thinking about just keys and stuff like that, but 95% of the books, the same price they were a year ago, to be honest. And you don't really need to change the price if you don't want to. Just leave it as. Hopefully somebody buys it. Got a fancy vest. Always see you in the black. Yeah. I've been wearing this vest for 3 years, my friend. I got 2 other vests. I wear those sometimes. I wore the my other vest last show. That's pretty cool. Shipping delays due to COVID or weather. COVID has been around for a year, and shipping delays blame on weather when the order is not shipped for 10 to 14 days. I get that, Mike. But they can do better. I'll just put it to you that one. If you don't think they can, if you think they're doing just fine, great. But honestly, they're not. They can do 10 times better. And it just is what it is. I think I need another cup of coffee. I do too. It's cold. The Hawkeye one. Yeah, I have that one right up there. It's right up in the corner. I think that was one of the last ones. I hope they do the Punisher one, but I don't think they're going to. Maybe someday. My wife loves the vest. Awesome. It makes it so I don't look as fat. That's the whole thing about the vest, and that's totally the truth. I did a video one time. I didn't have the vest on. I was sitting in a chair, and I looked like a Hershey Kiss. Just like fat, you know? And I was like, man, I got to hide that somehow. So I put the vest on, and I didn't look like a big old fat Hershey Kiss. So the vest has stayed on ever since. That's really how the vest started. There's, that is totally true. One of my pet peeves, the Postal Service USPS owes me so much damage. Yep, you're right, Mike. They need to do better. They can do better. That's the thing. It's possible. It's not like it's not possible. They can do better. You know, we deserve better as collectors of comics. We deserve better, don't we? I think we do. Hey, Diamond, we deserve better. We're the ones keeping you around. Be good to us. Comics here in the Philippines were late for 3 weeks. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm in Canada, and we get our DC books regularly without fault. Yep. It's nice, at least Lunar, you have something to compare. Okay, Lunar is putting out, distributing books. Diamond is distributing books. So you just take the two, okay? They're both doing exactly the same thing. Diamond obviously is distributing more. But it's the same process. If one outshines the other, what is the other one doing that is not making them shine? You know, what can they do or learn from the other company? And this could go either way to make them better. Austin, you did, man. This is live. This is totally live. This is my first live stream on this channel of the year. So there you go. So, okay. Sorry, I meant to say I appreciate your channel because you give all the prices. What is Marvel Saga number 1 worth? Marvel Saga number 1? I don't know. I don't think that's what you wanted to hear, but it's worth something, right? Let's see here. Oh, man. The best vest in the West, I can't even say that. The best in Hershey Kiss, there you go. USPS drives me crazy, yeah. My pet peeve is eBay. What else is there? Yeah. I just bought something on eBay. Bought a 6-foot extension USB cord. Nice. Favorite cover of all time? It's Contest of Champions number 1, man. I love that cover, and that cover kept me interested in comics when I was a little kid. And it's the Marvel premiere, Marvel Presents Contest of Champions. It's the one from the 80s. It's got all the different characters on the cover, and they're all looking at something. It was the first book I got at a comic shop. Love that cover. Easily my favorite cover. Contest of Champions. It's worth like $20-$30. It's never really seen any huge gains in value, but it's priceless to me. Hey, look, Marvel, we deserve better. There you go. I like that one. My pet peeve is my daughter waking up for, yeah, my daughter used to be like that. Wearing vertical stripes. Talk about the fatness, Shane. ASM 316 is his favorite cover. That's awesome. That's a nice cover too. I was saying that the company is blaming the weather is a cheap. Yep, I agree. I'm sorry. Mike Brown says I was saying that the company is blaming weather is a cheap excuse. I get that it impacts things, but the other shipments seem to get through it. Yeah. Sorry, Mike. Sometimes I read things wrong, but Mike cleared it up right there for you, and I agree with Mike 100%. Let's see. Jeff says, "Hey Bueller, when you talk to Bob, let him know that MB is." Manitoba? Oh, Manitoba. Okay, yeah. Because in that video, he was like, he didn't know what MB was. When reading off the LCS from last week, I mentioned the store in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And he wasn't sure that MB was for. There you go. Jeff, thank you so much. That's awesome. James, as a Ghost Rider fan, my pet peeve is canceling a series and shifting to one-shots and miniseries. Yeah, I agree. It's that number one book, though, that sells so much more, man. That's really the reason they do that. Let's see. Let's scroll up here. Jay says, what is the status on something is killing the children? Bueller exclusive variant. I'd say it's a possibility. I don't know. There's a few I got lined up right now. I said earlier that my other one got delayed till September, which is that was kind of a big one for me or whatnot. But I just talked to Ross Ritchie last week. I finally kind of talked to him and stuff. He's the main guy over at Boom Studios. So, yeah, I should hit him up again. I need my first cup. Who needs running the oldies when you have a bit? That's pretty funny. What am I watching lately? What was I watching? See, I don't remember that. Whenever people ask me, I just blank. And I know I'm watching stuff because that's all I do. I've been playing a lot of video games. Lately, I've been playing Destiny 2. That's kind of been eating up my time on my off time from videos and stuff like that. So, we as readers deserve better from Marvel. Without Kate Zdarsky, what do we have? Hickman, I guess. Yeah, this might not be a popular opinion. I'm not really liking the Thor run that much right now, and I wish I couldn't say that, to be honest, because I really enjoyed Thor, the first arc or whatnot, but this arc I really don't. It's not doing nothing for me. The Venom and the King of Black, I think it's pretty good, and stuff. I'm enjoying it for the most part, but that's coming to an end, and then what is there after that? We still don't know. So I don't know. Daredevil is the one I like, and I already gave up on X-Men because of so much stuff. Yeah, me too. Hope they make the Alex Ross Punisher to finish the set. That'd be nice. He just needs a book. I haven't seen my leather vest in years. Wanted to buy Nottingham on eBay, but nope, it's like 20 or 30. Man, that's too much. That's too bad. That just came out on Wednesday. Favorite cover of all time, my first comic, Star Wars Annual. Oh, cool. Star Wars Annual number 3. First book I remember buying was Ren and Stimpy with Powdered. I think I have that book somewhere. The Powdered Toast Man with Spider-Man on it. I remember that. Rose says, hey, good morning from me in the UK. Awesome. Why don't comic shops have a price list for new comics? What does that mean? Aren't the prices on the cover? Well, I think they're on the cover. Yeah, they've always been on the cover. Maybe you're asking something else. Let's see. Scrolling down here. What's this? Pet peeves is traded being worth more than the cover So your only choice is go digital. Yeah. Trades. Oh man, I'm well. This is fun, but I'm well behind everyone. But you know what? I don't do live, so I'm just gonna, as long as you guys are here talking, I'm gonna be talking back. So here we go. If you have any questions, put them in there. Put a question mark by them, and I'll do my best to ignore them. I agree, Mike. He should do the variant ones. He's doing that mural. Doctor, Bonanza is an eBay alternative. And if you are a seller, it allows you to import all your eBay stuff as well. Not sure how good it is. Oh, is that a different way to sell things? When is the road trip doesn't start until next year. And when I say road trip, man, it's an ongoing road trip. It's not like for a month. It's going to be a way of life. Trade Paper Dad says good morning, drink coffee, and listening to comics. Thank you. Every new number one book is a key. That's what some apps say. It could be right. I don't know. I'm just a dude with a comic book room instead of a dining room. The first Marvel movie was Howard the Duck. I still have that on VHS. I actually just watched it like a couple weeks ago. FOMO is my pet peeve. Oh, man, that sucks. Bueller Ross Ritchie interview. Yes, please. I really don't do interviews anymore. Not to say I wouldn't do them, but I don't know. It's just kind of if I'm not, I really enjoy doing interviews in person. So if I get the chance in person, I'd like to do that. But as far as like doing the whole, this live thing or whatnot, like from one to another, I don't know. I mean, there's a few names on the list that I would make an exception for, to be honest, but it's very, very few. But I don't know. Never say never, right? But for now, not really into the interview thing. All right, here we go. Ty says, I don't want it to sound too brash, but being kind of new to the comic game, my biggest pet peeve were the gatekeepers to the hobby. My LCS is the only place that encourages new readers of all ages. I guess it depends on who you consider who are the gatekeepers, to be totally honest, because I know of many people who are very encouraging of new people to get into comics. I do know that there is it's not, there are a lot of people that are kind of put their nose in the air. What is the word for that? I don't know, but whatever, kind of, give new collectors a hard time, or snobs, comic book snobs. But for every one of those, there's going to be another one, a person that, hey, check this out. Bob's a pretty good example of a person. The gatekeeper thing might not apply to him, but he's another one of those guys that's like, he goes to work with like a trade of Kanto and hands it out to some person who's never even heard of a trade paperback before, because he wants to get them involved. So I think it just depends on who you're around there, Ty. But I appreciate you being here, man, and I encourage you to get comic books and to enjoy what you like to find and read and all that good stuff. So there you go. FOMO almost killed my pockets, but I'm much better now. I think all of us noobs fall in the trap when I think that is the case. I think when you get new in the hobby, you really don't know where to look, and you get this information provided to you, and I have to get it, and then a few months later, like, why did I have to get this? And it just is what it is. But then I think it's just a learning process. But every day you educate yourself a little bit more, and then you fine tune your collecting, And eventually you look at your collection, and it's like, this is exactly what I want. So I've learned from, I don't want to say mistakes, but I've learned through time what I enjoy and what I don't enjoy. So that definitely is the case. And there is some people out there that will take advantage of the newer collector and whatnot. And there's a lot of people who don't take advantage. And I encourage new collectors, and I can promise you that you're never going to be taken advantage of over here. So there you go. I love the Thor run. Bueller case is killing it. There you go. Big Herm is digging the Thor right now. Random viewer, what year were you born? I guess I will guess 1970. Well, 75. But I've been married, so I added 10 years to that. So married and divorced, so I had 10 years. So what do you got to do, right? Let's see. Uncanny X-Men 335 is your favorite cover. That's cool. God, this is how far I'm behind. Oh, okay, no, not bad. Contest Champion is a nice cover. I need all three. I used to have it. Yeah. The first cover is the best. The other two covers aren't that great. Let's see. See, when it jumps up like that, then I got to go back and find where I was. Okay, I got one more for you. What is the Secret Wars? Number 9, 9.0 worth, 9.0, number 8 worth. I don't know, Charles. It's a graded comic at a 9.8. I wouldn't know. $5? I don't know. I bought mine for $5 a couple of years ago, but there's a chunk missing out, so it's not a 9. A lot of people ask me about prices, and I'm really not the guy to ask. The best information I could tell anyone is look on eBay for what they sell for, to be honest. I don't really pay attention to the prices, books. I hear things, and it's kind of in one ear, out the other. Same thing with people ask, oh, what do I invest in and stuff? I'm not really the guy to ask for that because I don't really consider comic books like huge investment. I mean, they are, don't get me wrong, but I don't really consider them like something I invest my time into them more than I would invest money into them. I don't see it as like one day I'm going to get a huge return out of my books. I don't look at them that way. It just is what it is. So, best idea, just look on eBay for what they sell for, and that will tell you a current market price. The only advice I always give is independent books, buy number ones of independents. Those are pretty much always guaranteed to keep their value, at least whatever the cover, or if anything ever happens, it's always just the number one issue that kind of pops for the most part. That jumps up in price. So just get number one independents. If you want some investing advice, that's the best I can do. Mick A says the Thor run is awesome. See, people don't agree with me. Yeah, where you at, Bob? I don't know where Bob is. He might have left this. He might have had to go somewhere. I don't know if he did. But he was talking about possibly having to leave the state for a few days. People that work at comic book stores that don't care or know about comic books kills me. Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, you can definitely tell someone who is the manager of my comic shop, Tifa, left just a couple weeks ago or a month ago or so. He was so good. I mean, he was like top notch. He was on the ball. He knew what he was doing. I felt good every time I asked for something. He'd take care of me. And then since he left, unfortunately, the service has gone down. I think he just set the bar very high, and for the other people to kind of step up, and maybe they just haven't gotten there yet. Maybe in time they do. But it's really frustrating when the bar is set really high and you're feeling good, and all of a sudden you're missing books out of your pull box, or you ordered something that didn't show up or whatnot, or it wasn't ordered. So, having someone good and knowledgeable at a comic shop is priceless. Thank you there, Austin. Appreciate that. Honestly, love the wall. Thank you. I did that just for the show. So I got to put these Alex Ross ones back up. Now pretty much every one of them are out except for if they do the Punisher, which I haven't heard. The Bueller Bug Out Wagon in the live podcast. Yep. Fixing your first cup of coffee. There you go. Cherokee Metal, what's up? The Knock 'em Dead books are very good. Got my, that's cool, man. Yeah, that was my first official exclusive. I was hoping to have another one next month. It's not happening, at least the one I planned. But you never know. Something else will come up. Key collector is going to come knocking at my door. Nah, he doesn't. Nick doesn't. I haven't talked to Nick in a couple of years. It's all good. We're all entitled to, see things that are out there and give our opinion on them or whatnot, But if you're going to give your opinion on something, try to have some stuff to back it up. Don't just like, oh, it sucks. Why does it suck? I don't know. It sucks. Try to have something that backs up what you're trying to say. And if you can do that, you have some staying power. Comic book therapy. Tell me about the road trip, my friend. It's kind of a big change. I'm planning on possibly selling my house or renting my house out, and I'm gonna travel around the States and Canada or whatever, and just kind of, it's called the van life or whatever, or RV life, whatever it is. And I've always wanted to travel, and now I have the means to do so, and I have a way to earn income on the road. And I love traveling. It's like my second favorite thing to do. So I'm going to incorporate the comic books and the traveling. I want to visit all the different comic shops. I'll still do my videos and all sorts of stuff, and just enjoy my time on the road and out in the backcountry and seeing things and enjoying life. That is the plan starting next year sometime. My plan was sometime in February. That's the goal. I mean, I'm not 100% sure that happens. There's a lot of things that kind of have to take place. But my plan is sometime next year, first part of next year. Main reason why I want stuff to be back open again, with no limits as far as, like, oh, this place is closed, or, I want people to be healthy and stuff, and the whole COVID thing wiped away and everything, with everyone's vaccinated who wants to be vaccinated. Just everything's back open again. That's kind of the main thing. Blue Ocean Comics has just subscribed. Subscribe to me, thank you, appreciate it. Someone else, cool. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have more pet peeves. People are picky, DC dude, about their books. It just is what it is, And I don't know. It is what it is. We're gonna after Bob gets back and we do the pet peeves video, we're gonna do the top 10 things that you enjoy about collecting or whatnot. So we're gonna end with that one. So positive. Waiting for more Bueller boxes is my sorry, buddy. Somebody just asked me about Bueller boxes the other day, and honestly, it's just I just don't have comics to put in the boxes right now. My supply dried up when the COVID thing happened, as far as this show I used to go to and some other places and stuff. So if I don't have books to put in these boxes that are worth putting in there, I don't have any boxes to sell. So maybe next year or something, I don't know, maybe later in the year when things get back to somewhat normal, and I think they are, although I haven't heard about the Frankenstein event, but I'll get some more and put some together. I don't even remember what the price was before. I think it was like $14.99 or something like that for the 11 books. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's a difficult hobby for us perfectionists. It is, man. It definitely is. Man, I'm well behind on here. Who are some of the shortlists? Rob Liefeld would be the number one, believe it or not, just because. I've never interacted with Rob Liefeld. Number 2 would be Todd McFarlane, although I've interacted with him and talked to him and stuff like that, and been in contact with them about a possible interview. I still have not set anything up, but he would be another one, another Tom McFarlane. Those two would be the main two, to be totally honest, that I would really like to interview. Some of the ones I've already done. Donnie Cates, Neil Adams, Chris Claremont, Jim Shooter. So I've already marked off a lot of the ones I really wanted to do. But those are the two definitely would spark my anytime. I'm available anytime. The comic drill, hello. If companies would go completely digital with their comics, would you continue to read new books, or I'd still read them. I'd still read them, although I would obviously pay more attention to collecting back issues because I would spend my money on that and instead. Pretentious. Let's see here. I love the show. Hope you could do this monthly. Yeah, I need to do it more often. I wanted to do it like every Friday. But I don't know. I'm missing a bunch of comments right now, and my apologies. I'm just I'm like 10 minutes behind. So I apologize. But it's your fault. Let's see. Favorite cover, Spectacular Spider-Man number 200. Nice. Bueller, what creators that really don't do much these days do you want to see more of these days? I've said I'd love to see Claremont do some more stuff, to be honest. And I love, this is kind of a cop-out, but I'd love to see Todd McFarlane's artwork back. He's still doing the writing, but I'd love to see him like illustrate a book again. That'd be kind of cool. Can't believe we're getting a new Battle Chaser. Yeah, who's that? I think Robbie was saying something about that. Do I use any software? No, I don't. But ALZ is one I tried to use, and you can still use it. I just got lazy and didn't do it. But CLZ, I think it's called. I think that's a good one. Look what you like and flip what you know. There you go. Sell it. You don't like it, sell it or give it away. Don't invest in comics, but what you enjoy. And if it doesn't go up in value, you can still enjoy it. If it does, that's kind of the way I look at it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. When I tell people sometimes, I don't really consider comics an investment, they get all pissed off and stuff. And or some people do, and some people don't like to hear me say that as well. But, and I've also said I wish that comics really didn't have a monetary value. I just enjoy them. I mean, I'm a comic book purist. I enjoy reading the comic and having the comic and holding the comic. The last thing in my mind is this going to be worth more money in the future? That doesn't really come into the conversation. The first three things that do. I enjoy it. I like to read it. I like to have it, Hopefully people can respect that. Like you said, if it goes up in value, that's kind of the bonus or the icing on the cake or the bonus, So you're still the best to drink coffee with. There you go. What did I fall down on something else? Yeah, see, I probably said something that people didn't like. Let's see. Bueller, when you said you were getting all the time with Ross, you meant to well play, and I have 3. Yeah, there is the other one that has like the 3 characters on it. That was like the one per store variant, but I don't. I saw that one and I was like, I like this style. It doesn't really fit them. Even it's from the mural, but it doesn't fit the portrait of all these. So I was like, I didn't really care for that one. I think somebody told me they'd send it to me or whatnot. I said, no, that's fine. You can have it. Do you think that guys like Tom McFarlane, Jim Lee, Greg Capullo, and guys like them will reach the same level of legend as Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko? I think Tom McFarlane's already there, to be honest. I think household names, okay, and I'm talking about, Stan Lee's probably a household name to a lot of people. Oh, he's the guy who did such and such. And I think Tom McFarlane is probably a close second. If you were to ask someone who doesn't know comics who Tom McFarlane is, they'd probably go, "Oh, isn't that the guy that's comic books?" I think that they'd probably say that. Not to take anything away from Jack Kirby or Steve Ditko, but you would have to know how their works to where, in general, I think people would just affiliate comic books with Stan Lee and Todd McFarlane without even knowing, what books they're working on. I have to agree with you. My orders have been taken. They're like really short staffed. I mean, they even put out ads every week trying to hire more and more people. I mean, they're a big retailer online. They're like the second or third biggest online comic retailer, but they just seem really understaffed right now. Their warehouse is like next to the store. It just seems like they're backed up. So. There's a lot of moaning by fans out there about everything. Opinions are fine, criticism is good, but some people, YouTubers, seem to hate comics. They do, man. I had never understood that. I mean, I'll get on YouTube and watch YouTube channels, and it's a comic book channel, but they don't like. It's like they hate it. I'm like, why are you talking about it if you hate it so much? I don't know. Big Hur says he misses Jim. Me too, man. I miss Jim. He is a good dude. Never say never, right? He might be back. If I come to Toronto, I have a guide. Awesome. I'm really going to be. You guys are going to have to help me with this, to be totally honest, because I'm really looking to visit people and having the local comic collectors, if you guys watch, kind of show me around when I go into your area and stuff like that. So this whole road trip thing really doesn't work without you guys. Kind of like just saying, hey, I'm comic book therapy. When you come to Toronto, let me know. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm gonna go everywhere. Elvin, Boise, yep. Yep, we want those cons to come back. That's kind of what I'm waiting for as well. Have you heard of comic shops trending towards offering shop exclusives as a priority over regular covers? Not really. I mean, not really. Well, the shops in my area don't, except for T-File, they really don't do any exclusive books. And I've never gone to T-File and been like, oh, you want to get this one instead? So, which is theirs. I mean, they're on display, but they don't really push it. All right, Mike, take care. Appreciate you hanging out today. Hey, Discovery Bay, what's going on, man? We're on 2 hours, man. I'm tired. Dale, good morning. All right, we got to wrap this up, man. This is crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I missing anybody? James, hello. Agu, hello. Bunch of people joined. Bold T, hello. You were behind because you're the cool, yeah, whatever. I'm behind because I'm not very good at this. This is actually why I don't like doing live streams, because I get so far behind, and it's just like, oh, I feel bad. Hello, Collins said Bueller. I see you from Mexico. Awesome, Emilio. Thank you so much. Prince Zodiac, hello. He's leaving. Let's see. Nev, hello. Where do I think comics will be in 5 years? I think comics, honestly, the trend is going in the right direction as far as people enjoying comics again and getting back into comics. So, and I don't see that slowing down. I think that the market is growing for independent publishers daily. I think it's going in the right direction, to be totally honest. I don't know if I would have said that a year ago or whatnot, but when I look at it, and there are more and more people talking about comics, and there's a little something for everybody. You know, whether you're the speculator, the collector, or the reader, or something like that. There's a little bit for everyone that's out there right now. So I see it going good. You know, people talk about maybe a bubble bursting. I mean, maybe a bubble burst in some area, but there's still, like I said, all the other areas that are out there that are going to keep it going. So I think we're doing great. And I think that the YouTube community has a lot to do with it. And I think some of the publishers have recognized that. And I think that's awesome. I think that, like I said to you guys the other day or earlier, I talked to Ross Ritchie, the head of Boom. And I've already had contacts at Boom before, but I've never really talked to him. And he made a comment. He's like, you YouTubers are kind of the pioneers of comics right now. And I think there's a little bit of truth to that because I think we're bringing a lot of attention that it's never really been focused on before. And I think that's great, you know, because it's not just me, it's everyone who's kind of doing it and you guys watching as well. So I think as long as we're still out there doing it, as long as you guys are still watching and buying comics, I think 5 years from now, it's even bigger, even bigger. The Rogue Trader, man, I got you covered when I go to Salt Lake. That's right, man. Hang out with the Rogue Trader. In my pull box and in my hands. What? Some YouTuber streams I watch that does hate everything. I get confused on why. You know, I don't even know the guy's name. And it's the one guy. He's got an abbreviation for his name. And I've never met him. I don't know him. But he's always like, all of the comics are dead. And there's a bunch of people that are like that. And I get comments like that all the time. All comic books are dead. And I'm like, well, there's 300 comics that came out last week. And they're publishing 400 the next week. And this sold 600,000 copies. So for something that is dead, it seems to be alive. You know, so I mean, it's like when they say stuff like that, it doesn't make any sense. And it just shows a lot of, I don't know, hatred, I guess. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. It's not really my thing, but whatever. Me and Marl has no plans to get it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, they're going to get rid of Punisher. I don't believe that. Punisher is going to be around forever, man. He's the Punisher. He's one of my favorite. He's my favorite. So there you go. He might just be on a hiatus for a while. He's taking a vacation. Give the guy a break, man. He lost his family. That's horrible. Dave's coming to NYC Midtown. Awesome. Absolutely, man. It's definitely, I've never been to New York. I've always wanted to go. Boys trip for sure. Yep. When I come across a YouTube channel that beats up comics in every way, I skip them. Too much. Yep. I agree. Hope Dadbot Shenanigans is doing just fine. Yeah, I think he is. He's just not doing. He just decided not to do YouTube anymore. I chatted with him last month, I think, and stuff. He's just, you know, he's always had many interests and whatnot. So he'll try something for a while, then kind of move on. I think that's kind of what he did. What's up, Agoo? Let's see. Austin, you taking off? Probably. I think I said I was a little bit ago. Nev, hello. Peeler could be here all day, all week. You probably need a bathroom break. I'm not like Robbie. You can turn on slow-mo during the stream to cut down on the messages. So it'd be wouldn't they still be there? Or they just show up slower? I don't know how that works. Hey, Two Brothers Comics. They give me some tacos or some chalupas. They got some new thing at Taco Bell. I don't know what it is, like a Gertrupa? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. I'm slapping the duck 5 times. Chalupas. That's a chalupa box right there. You should sell some comics online, Bueller, maybe for charity or a road trip. Yeah, I'm going to be doing something to raise some money. I like this. 5 years, less big two, more indies, better quality and control. I like what he said. I mean, here's the thing: less big two. I hope that's not the case. But I do agree that the better quality and control on those. I think they. I mean, if they did less but just better, I'd be okay with that. Anyway, we got Road Trader. I'll have to watch the rewind. Hopped in late. Thanks for. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couple extra. Road Trader, awesome. RoadTraderUtah.com. Buy some books. People have been talking about the damn bubble for 20 years. Comics are bigger industry than in a long time. More people are making money than ever. Yeah, I think you're right, Anthony. It really does seem like there's a lot of disposable income right now for comics. Doesn't it seem like it to you? I mean, every time I watch something when they're talking about sales of comics, they're just like going through the roof or whatnot, and high sales. I mean, Tom does that video with Jim and stuff, and they're always high sales and everything. And it just seems like a lot of people are spending money these days, and a lot of that money is going towards comics. And I find that very interesting. I mean, I need a second cup. This is ice cold. I didn't even finish it. Let's see. No way the comics are dead. You could say that something like Pops are dead, but not. Yeah, comics will be around forever. That's the thing. Comics have been around for generations, and they'll be around for generations. It's a paper form. It's a paper medium that still survived the digital age. Think about it. It means that there's true fans that are going to be around a long time. Home cooked meal when you get to MWI. What is that? What's MW? And coffee. When I get to MW, whatever that is. Let's see. Comics stopped me from scratching chickenpox in the 80s. That's awesome. Graded Pops are going to be a thing in 2022. I have 3 Pops in my collection. Northwest Indiana. There you go. Appreciate that. Take off the hat, glasses, and blue shirt, and you could cosplay as. I could, but it would be like the before Weight Watchers and after Weight Watchers comparison. I'd be the before Weight Watchers. He'd be the after. Or something like that. Yeah, I've walked around with just my vest on. It's not a pretty sight. I shouldn't share that. That's stupid. I take it back. Have you tried the Kisa? I don't even pronounce it. Probably. If it's at Taco Bell, I've tried it. As if that makes any sense. Smash the like button. We got 123 people. I think we had 180 at one time. And it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. Give me a break. Slow mode prevents people from making a lot of messages, so it does not just slow them down. It reduces them. It's censorship. That doesn't sound good. Cool. Taco Bell and Comic Road Trip 2022. Of course. Ah, man. We'd love to see more indies next 5 years. They're coming, man. They're coming. That's where it's at. I'm telling you, that's where the market is going. It's indie goodness. I mean, the creators like doing indies as well. Stefan, good morning, Bueller. Been a big fan. Just opened up my first online comic book shop. Awesome. So far, so good. Comic book market is on fire right now. In my opinion, very cool, man. There's a lot of people opening up online shops, man. They're doing really well. When I was talking to the Bird City Comics, I just kind of asked them some stuff, and I was pretty impressed with some of the numbers that he threw my way or whatnot. It's the market it's booming right now, and it's so great because it's, like I said many times, there's something for everyone that's out there right now. So I don't know if it's ever been like that before. Just get comics back on newsstands, one that still exists, and a Walgreens. Yeah, it'd be nice to see them back there. But they're in Walmart now, so there you go. You got that going on. KC, hello, how are you? Mojo, hello. Look at the number of comics sold in 1971. Why comics were everywhere. And they're a lot cheaper. Inflation, we get it, but yeah, they're everywhere. I'm telling you, what happened was stock investors got bored during the pandemic, that they inflated the comics in the card. That could be true, man. There's a lot of people spending money on the comics right. Like I said, man, it's just comics and cards, both. It just seems like there's a ton of a disposable income right now that's going to other things that they used to go to. That's pretty much, people are behind doors, are just working from home. It's easy to be working on your computer from home and just have another window open and buying comics. I saw that Batman Nightfall Pog set. That's awesome. We're all doing this for the love of comics and coffee, of course. Very cool. Let's see here. You already talked, and yeah, I did. I read it, really enjoyed it. That was a great story. I'm very surprised. I shouldn't have been. I'm a fan of the writer. I've really enjoyed his work in the past, but I didn't set my expectations extremely high. But I thought it was awesome. So more power to it, man. I'm all about a good story, and it's funny because my LCS, the T-file, they still got first prints on the shelf right now. They just put out a thing on Facebook saying, "Hey, we just got a whole bunch more first prints of ENIAC." ENIAC. They probably got 100 of them sitting on the shelf right now for cover price. They got a bunch of the not first printings, but it's pretty cool. More people get to enjoy it. Let's see. True villain, rich people throwing money at comics. Prices go up. What are you gonna do? Tacos, coffee, and comics sounds like a long ass math. Yeah, I had chili. Never mind. This show deserves a like button. There you go. Lisbon, Portugal here. That's awesome, man. Telmo Gomez, is that right? Chris O, is something about the vest that makes you feel good and comfortable. I got a North Face all black one that I had embroidered patches that I randomly do. Like I said, I wear it because it doesn't make me look as fat as I really am on camera. That's it. I do like it, but I never wear it outside. I only wear it when I do videos. I don't wear a vest. I'm not a vest guy. Shit. Let's see. Let's see. Scrolling down here. People Talking to Fable. Someone wants name of online shop. Tifa, Things from Another World. That's the one I use. There's the other one, birdcitycomics.com. That's the one we're going to be partnering with. That's pretty cool. And the other one I said was the roguetraderutah.com, another shop. dakotacomics.com. I know of a few. Saw the ENIAC number 1 gold pin. What is that? I saw something like that. I don't understand what that is. Something they were giving out for people. I don't know. Let's see. I guess it's part 2 of my question, but do you think that part of the sales is driven by a positive spec of some new books becoming hot? I'm just generally curious. Yeah, I get. Let's see. I guess it's a 2-part of my question, but do you think that part of the sales is driven by a possible spec of some new books becoming hot? I'm just generally curious. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it, to be honest. You hear something hot and people just go out and buy it, and they don't even ask themselves if they want it. And that's kind of what I try to tell people. Ask yourself if you want that book really in your collection. Would you buy it if it wasn't hot? Or are you just buying it because it's hot? And you can do either way. I mean, either way makes people happy. It doesn't matter. But I'd rather have books in my collection I enjoy having because I enjoy the book. And if it's hot as well, it's one of those bonus things. So. But yeah, when something, quote, gets hot, or is it a key, it just drives it insane, it seems lately. What was a gateway for me as a kid to get into comics? I'm old, the Batman TV show. Yeah, Spider-Man 67 cartoon, yep. Spider-Man and Amazing Friends was my favorite. They had the Hulk on after that. Can I pick one up for you, Bueller? Are you talking about the ENIAC? No, I already bought mine. They limit one per customer. I wish Saturday morning cartoons would return for kids. That'd be great. I mean, there's cartoon channels now, right? I already sent my ENIAC number 1 first print to the CGC. There you go. Let's see here. I just looked. T-Font don't have it. Yeah, they don't. If you're looking for ENIAC, they don't have it on their website. It's at their store. Because I looked on their website to see if they had any. No, it's physical in their store. So if you follow their store on Facebook, like on the Milwaukee store, which is mine that I go to, they just put a post saying that they had a bunch of them. I don't know if they're still there, but any plans, Pat? Yeah, going everywhere, Chris. New Jersey's, everything's on the list. Every comic shop in America is my goal. So if you got a comic shop in your area, I'm going to be there eventually. Good morning, Bueller. Nice talk, Sean. Thank you. Let's see. The comics are great. That's awesome. Tacos, burritos, chalupas, or chalupas, hands down. Followed by tacos, burritos, and then enchiladas. They gave the pin to the first customer. Okay, that's what it was. All right. I was not the first customer. I did not get a pin. I don't know what I do with a pin. Cartoons in the 80s. Thunder the Barbarian. I like that one. What did you think of the God of Light reveal from King of Black? I personally loved it, but some people weren't. That was kind of interesting. Captain Universe or whatnot. Whatever the thing is that makes you Captain Universe. That's kind of cool. It's kind of out of left field. I didn't see that one coming. So I thought it's kind of unique bringing something, out that you wouldn't expect. So I enjoyed that part of it. Whether it lives up to anything, I don't know, but it's kind of cool. What's my favorite timeless one? What was the one? I like the Thing one. I thought it was pretty cool. The Thing. I thought that was pretty good. I think that. Yeah, I would go with The Thing, and the Silver Surfer one's good as well. Bad idea. Comics have strict rules. They do. They're rules, man. Rules are meant to be broken, though. What was your favorite superhero pre-1997? I really like it. I don't know superhero, but that I really like Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon from the Saturday morning cartoons. I have the box set of all the episodes. I thought that, and I used to have the toys for those too. Those were pretty cool. The little snake lair, the green one with the teeth. Freaking awesome, man. There's a lot of shops here in New York. I'll be there for a while, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, how am I doing? I'm 2 minutes behind. That's not it. When will you be starting your U.S. trip? Sometime next year. First part of next year. February, March. That's the plan. Things could change. Things come up. Seasons, I have to look at the weather as well, where I want to go. Yes, I read Nuclear Family. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Aftershocks putting out some really great stuff, and that's one of them. Yeah, it sucks. Being damaged. Although I don't get that upset. I know a lot of people do, and I totally get it. But I watch like unboxings and people, oh, look at this and this. How they didn't use painter's tape and Discovery Bear talking to you, or tabs, and it's damaged and stuff. And I get it. Trust me, I understand. But really, when if I do order stuff and it gets a little damaged, I don't really sweat it. I'm like, whatever. I mean, I totally get it if you're paying a premium price. It's not what you paid for. But when I go to a comic shop and they got one with a bent corner and stuff, I don't care. I'll buy it. I'll buy it because I know nobody else likes it. Like when I bought my cat, my cat was kind of funny looking, and I was like, nobody's gonna buy this cat. His eyes were crossed, or her eyes were crossed, and stuff like that. So I'm like, I better buy this thing. It's missing some hair in here, and she looks a lot better now. But when I bought her, she looked a little rough. I felt real bad. So anyway. Robert, great show. Really well done. Thank you so much, man. It's been a long one. 2.5 hours. I got to get off here. Give me a break. The spider, are you talking about the one where he's like gratifying? Never mind. Yeah, I do need to do this more often. I'm saying that already. I saw somebody asked me about. Oh, here we go. Hey, Bueller, how do you feel about the Snyder Cut coming out? I'm excited, but I don't like that it's the box format because that's the way he shot it and wanted it to be. So it's going to be perfect square on your screen. I have that button where it expands it, but it distorts it. So I'm a little like, little. And I think some of the special effects are very look low budgety. Budgety is not a word, but I mean use low budgety a little bit, as in comparison to other stuff that's out since then. So I don't know, but I'm looking forward to watching it. Give me something to watch. I just rewatched the original one last week. It was okay. It was a great cartoon, man. Get the box set, find it. I found it for really, really cheap. It's great. It's only 2 discs. It's wonderful. They made an updated version or whatnot. I have it, but I never watched it. Was it a Marvel production? That's cool. It was fun, man. The kids go on the roller coaster and stuff. Good luck. Okay, that sucks. 78, thank you so much. I like it too. We'll leave that up forever. Mego Spider-Man dolls. That's awesome. Joe, cool. Very cool. I've only met one other person who had said D&D was also their favorite Saturday morning cartoon. Yeah, man, awesome, man. Yeah, I love D&D. Saturday morning. G.I. Joe was my favorite daily because it was on daily after school, if I'm not mistaken. I also Thundar, Snorks. I like the Snorks. Like a something off their head, what sucky thing that came off their head. I don't know. Snork it up. They were fun. Snorks. I like to sit in the Smurfs too, but Snorks. They're like Smurfs in the sea or something. I don't know. Jeff says, new comic shop opening in Winnipeg in a month or two. Looking forward to it. Being run by a local guy who does a lot of it. That's cool, man. More the better. More comic shops the better. We lost a bunch during the pandemic. I know that. Does anyone know Comic Book Palace used to be a YouTube channel? The guy ran a comic shop, and his buddy was filming stuff. It was an actual comic shop. I don't know where it was located, but they don't do the YouTube stuff anymore. Is that comic shop still open? I'd like to know. If anyone knows firsthand if that shop is still around and still going, I'd be curious to know if they've weathered the pandemic thing. So, because they stopped doing the YouTube, I don't know what happened. Maybe some fallout or something. I still have a nice collection of VCR things and stuff. I would freak out at a comic book strip. Yeah, like I said, there's all sorts of different looks at it and stuff like that, and there's no wrong way, to be honest. So I totally understand it. That's why I enjoy having Bob, because he's such a different collector than I am. He's like pristine and all this stuff, and I can respect that because it's something special to him. And then I'm the other way. I'm like the rougher the better. Like this one. This is 100 miles of bad road right here, but I love it, and I'd much rather have a copy that's like just been through the ringer than a pristine copy of something like this, because I think, to me, it shows it's been loved and it has the wear and tear of the years over on this book, and I enjoy that much better. Like I said, 100 miles of bad road right there, and I love that road. So, Gamer Ray, what's going on, my Florida friend? He informed me. He is the gentleman who informed me about the Scout number 2, the Kingdom Comics or whatnot. Kingdom of the Comics in Florida had the variant copy of that was really cool. It was based off the Heat movie homage for the cover. I thought that was awesome. I went to that comic shop. It was an amazing comic shop. I wish that was my shop. They got a bar there. It's cool. Oh man, I'm falling behind again. Am I looking forward to Falcon? Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I'm enjoying that. I was watching the WandaVision. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the later episodes more. I'm hoping that people can for the Falcon Winter Soldier, just kind of watch it for what it is and not for what they think everything else means. Does that make any sense? Like, here's the villain, here's the bad guy we know. Let's just focus on that bad guy. There's no other bad guy in the background. And the person they're talking to on the phone isn't this person. I hope people just focus on what's in the show and not let their imagination just go crazy, because it got a little nuts there on the WandaVision. I mean, we had the Joker showing up or something. I don't know. Depending on who you ask, I don't know. It's kind of funny. No Good Comics. All right, take care. Laser discs were awesome, man. Those are awesome. We used to have a bunch of those. Let's see if I can get a little caught up here. I'm falling behind again. What superhero did I want to be when I was a kid? Spider-Man. That was always because he was a kid. I thought that was pretty cool. This is gonna sound gross, but I'll just say it. So on my palm, right there, when I was a kid, I had like a wart. It was like a wart right there, and I used to pretend it was like the button that Spider-Man would press to shoot his webs, and I was like, that was my wart web or whatnot. It went away, in a few whatever. I don't know what it was, but anyway, that little wart I had on the palm of my hand, that was for shooting the make-believe spider webs. I was really young back then. There you go. I should share stuff like that. There you go. Morning toothless. That's right. I lost my tooth. In case you guys didn't notice, my tooth fell out. YouTube does not have a great dental plan, at least not that I've heard of. But we'll take care of it when we get around to it, I guess. I think I look good anyway. When I told people to go to comic book food chain, somebody left a comment that said, Toothless Bueller sent me. I was like, really? Yes, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff like that on the road trip. I'm going to be doing more. So here's the thing. I do the preview video and the top 10 and the coffee video and stuff. And honestly, when the day comes to where I can pass the preview video to someone else or whatnot, or someone else does a better job, I'm okay with that. And because that video is great and I appreciate doing it. I've been doing it for almost 3 years now, or over 3 years. And I'm going to keep on doing it because people really enjoy it. But when there's a nice, healthy alternative out there, I wouldn't mind taking that block of time that's dedicated to that video and putting it towards something else that people would enjoy. And that is the case. I don't want to have to be doing that video forever. And I think you guys should understand that. So when there is a viable alternative, and there are alternatives out there, some better than others, some are just garbage or whatnot. Sorry. But some are really good, and when the day comes to where, I don't want to say pass the torch, but, something like that, I would take the time to do something else, because there are all sorts of other things I'd like to do that would take up time that I just don't have the time to do right now because I'm doing other stuff. So there you go. Hydra Collectibles. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, Smurfs and Sea Monkeys, yeah. He-Man, Master Universe, Stallone, G.I. Joe. Yep, G.I. Joe. Yeah, they stopped filming. Yeah, I just want to know if they're still open. Did I miss it? Somebody may have said it. So. Oh, I just said shop's still there. Present. See, I'm behind, so I'm sorry. Transformers and Go Boys bots, you mean? Go Boy. What's the Go Boys? Never saw that one. Yeah, out in New England, yeah. Boston. Let's see here. That's a new Buellerism. 100 miles of bad road. That's actually a saying. That's actually a saying that me and my friends used to use at the bar back when we were in our 20s. And like a girl would walk in and we like, oh man, that's 100 miles of bad road over there. And they were like, yep. I'm sorry. We had some other things as well, but I can't say them on here. But yeah, that's where that came from. You get one of those ones that just had a little rough, and then she's, man, that's 100 miles of bad road. You might want to stay away from that. Oh, anyway. Uh, Scout Comics, how you going? That's awesome, man. Very cool. They got some great titles. The record or the recount is the one I'm liking right now. Yeah, yeah, I did too. I got tired of everyone specking on there. That's Bob was kind of, he's like, oh, this is that, this is that. I'm like, really, man? What if it's just this? And it was just that. So, but what do you got to do? It's just, it was entertaining, No, Roland, as far as getting that slab, you'd get it back as one of those green labels, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And that's like the death nail of getting a slab book or something like that. I don't know. I think mine's missing the value stamp as well. I could be wrong. Do you think the DCEU ever spike up in price? The DC key issues like Marvel and MCU? You think, well, I guess we'll see the snack. I was just thinking about that the other day. It's like if you're going to be buying books right now, you should be buying DC books because they're, all the hype, for like Marvel books are always, for the most part, based on what's in production in Hollywood or what's this character or whatnot, and and here on DC's end, they're not as popular right now, and as far as their characters and stuff. So it's like now's a good time to buy DC books because maybe they only have to go up. As far as their Hollywood presence or movie presence, it's not that great. So really, when you're not that great, the only where to go is up. When you're on top right now as Marvel, the only where to go is maybe up a little bit, but more likely you might falter a couple steps. And anyway, I've said that before. But I think DC is better at just doing standalone movies. Like I love the Batman Christopher Nolan ones. That's like my favorite series. And just standalone movie spreads. The Joker was another one that people really enjoyed. I wasn't a huge fan of that one, but yeah, too much speculation on WandaVision on YouTube. It's a slab at 181 Hulk. There you go. It's telling you to slab it. Here's the thing. I'm not really the one to ask because I've never had a book slabbed, and my first gut response is going to be no. So, but I think I'm right about the green label, and if you don't have a problem with that, then that's fine. But like I said in the past, if comics have been around for 70 years, grading's only been around for 20. So that copy of Action Comics that came back at 9 was a 9 for 50 years before it got graded. So I don't know. I'm just putting that out there. Even the president of the grading company, the CBCS or whatnot, is that it? He even said, no, you don't have to grade any books. I mean, he was pretty upfront about grading books and being like, there's a lot of people grading books right now that probably really don't need to be graded. And I thought that was a genuine thing. And he's obviously going against his business model when he's talking about that. But I thought it was a unique take on it. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm behind now again. Oh, my God. I got to move up a little bit. Sorry. People love that outro. I'm just keeping it up there now. Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. Comic Collection Agency. How you doing, my friends? I saw a little bit about that Fortnite thing. I don't know. I probably won't even pay any attention to it, to be honest. Had the Herculoids? I don't know. I think so. Piston fan. Good chat, everyone. Have a great day. We're still going strong. There's 130 people still watching. And here we're going on 3 freaking hours, man. This would be a record. All these people are. This must have been where I said the 100 miles of bad road thing. Give me a break. That's worth some duck slaps right there, right? 100 miles of bad road, Bueller ready to ride. There you go, yeah. Me and my buddies had some good times in our 20s. Boy, shoots web out of warts. I smell new spec book. There you go. That wasn't a web. All right, am I getting on the Bartel? I've seen some of those. They're pretty nice looking, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't. They don't interest me too much. They're nice. I like the solid color background with the character and stuff. There you go. Green labels are still slab and ball. There you go. I guess slabs is balling. Kerry says, I signed up for all the Bartel one. That's awesome, man. I'm trying to catch up here. Batman keeps DC alive, apparently. Batman definitely is their go-to, and it should be. 100 miles of bad road. There you go. You guys can go to the comic shop. Is that book any good? Man, that's 100 miles of bad road right there. What you gonna do, right? Come on, that's a T-shirt. That's a T-shirt. I need to make it. I made in my whole time doing this YouTube thing. I've made 12 shirts, like not 12 different shirts, 12 shirts, period, and I sold 8 of them. And I've never gone back to making T-shirts ever again. I was like, that sucked. I mean, not that I didn't sell them. I could have sold more. I just didn't like having to do the T-shirt thing. I'm like, I'm not here to sell T-shirts. I'm here to talk about comic books. So I was like, screw the T-shirts. Let's talk about comics. But that would make a good shirt. Miles of bad roads. Yeah, Steve Borak. That's right. No, I'm not getting those. It's the one shot, right? Well, I pulled all the Marvel books on my pull list except for the remainder of Immortal Hulk and Daredevil. "100 Miles of Bad Road at Home." Has anyone ever heard that before, or is it just something that we came up with in the bar one night? Because we did that a lot. I do have a few doubles: She-Hulk, Falcon, Hulk, and the Black Bolt and Medusa. I like David Nakayama covers. Those are pretty cool. What's up, Jim? How am I doing, my friend? Appreciate you joining in today. He does a live show on Saturdays where he sits there with Fee, and Fee thinks about Jim the whole time. I saw it in her eyes. I couldn't resist. Let's see. Landon. There's Landon here. Where'd he go? I said Landon. Landon, there it is. Landon, good morning Bueller making my coffee right now. Thanks for all the. Oh, appreciate that, Landon. Still got this cool cup of coffee right here. Jim is here to deliver the goods. Dwayne Scott, how you doing? People saying hello to Jim. 100 miles of bad road on the front, on the back. There's a few other sayings I probably shouldn't say, but they are just as good. I'm just sticking in my head. Never mind. Elwin, take care. 100 bottles of beer on the wall. Simple Simon, how you doing? The Jimmy Mint bit, I mean, yeah, that was a pretty good one. That was the best version of Jim I've ever seen, was the Jimmy Mint guy. I mean, if it's any more truer to form than who that guy is, that's it. That's the guy. He eats watermelon. She loves watermelons. It's the watermelon diet. Isn't that a thing? How many books is in everyone's collection? He knows it to the teeth. 3,494. That's awesome. I'd say that's about what I got to. Oh my God, I'm caught up. So that must mean I'm good to go. All right, everyone. This was a fun show. We talked about a lot of stuff, and it went on for almost 3 hours. And I had a lot of fun. If you guys had fun, give me a thumbs up. If you guys didn't enjoy it, go somewhere else. I don't care. We learned some new catchphrases today. We learned about some new independent publishers. Showed some variants. I did some reviews and a whole bunch of other things here and there. And we had a good time, hopefully. And I appreciate you guys all coming out here on a Monday morning and all that stuff. And people said in the chat, I need to do this more often. You're absolutely right. I do. And I will promise you I'll try to, but that doesn't really mean much unless I do it. So I'll try to do it. I want to say thank you to everyone who gave a super chat. That goes a long way. Helps keep the coffee flowing and the burritos coming in and the chalupas going and all that good stuff. 3 hours of duck slapping. That's right. We slapped the duck a lot. I like how he wraps it up by telling us what we learned. There you go. Exactly. I need to point it out to you because you just got here. Or were you lurking in the background the whole time like you normally do, you lurking machine? Eric, appreciate that. We need to go get coffee this week or something. It'd be great. 8 more minutes. Should I do 8 more minutes? I mean, that'll be 3 hours straight. Well, does it mean nothing? I've never done 3 hours in my life. And I'm not lying. But yeah. This is the longest running episode YouTube channel in existence. Not 3 hours. Good luck on long bad road. Oh, yeah. We're going to do 1,000 miles of bad road here. 3 hours. I don't know. Let's see. We're 6 hours and 30 seconds away. Do you want me to do another 6? It's gross. Let's see. Glad you're able to catch your live stream. All right. We'll do a few more minutes. You're around this week for coffee. Awesome. Eric, appreciate that. Yeah, Eric's he's a guy who moved here from California. So there you go. We've had a coffee a few times. It's been great times. John, hello. Let's see. Just shut up, brother. Top of the hour. There you go. 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. There you go. Is it? Yeah, 6 more minutes. I'll try to go 6 more minutes. I'll try to think of something else. No, I should probably go. All right. Keep them wanting more, right? Keep them guessing. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This was a lot of fun, guys. I Appreciate everyone waking up with me here at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. Your work week ahead. Hopefully it's a great week for everyone. Hopefully the weather is cleared out. I thought like in Colorado or something, the storm was bad, but I don't know. But hopefully everyone has a good week. Enjoy this week's comics. There was, let's see. Hold on a second here. There's that director's cut of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. If you missed that, you might want to pick that up coming out this week. That's kind of interesting. And also the second print of the Maniac of New York is coming out this week as well. So if you missed the first one for Maniac of New York, go ahead and pick that up. And because that was a good book. Another Aftershock one that's pretty awesome. I'm having another copy. I used to have a cigarette. Congrats on 3 hours. Do you collect anything other than comics? No, not really. Nothing I can think of. Nope, I don't think so. All right. 3 minutes? I'm just like letting it run out. Comics I plan on getting this week. Ultra Mega. I might get that one. Actually, I already checked out Ultra Mega Number. That's another new issue that's coming out. I'm not, I got to do some more research on that. I'm kind of on the fence. So, I don't know. There's not really much from Marvel coming out this week, I noticed. I don't know. I'd like to find that Hot Valley Days and Cocaine Nights #3. If I get lucky and find that one, that'd be great. That's what I'm looking forward to, but I don't keep my finger, even though it's on my pull list. It's kind of one of those books that doesn't show up. $11, dude. Tell us what you think of that Last Ronin price. Is that $11 for that director's cut? Screw it, man. Forget about it. I only bought the second print because it was half off. Hey, okay, head of your way. I appreciate that, Rogue Trainer. He always sends me cool stuff. Very cool. It's a book by Image. It's by, Skybound Image. It's kind of like their version of Ultraman, I guess. Kaijus and stuff like that. I actually own 3 of these Adidas hats, the white ones. And then I own about another seven Adidas hats as well. So I probably have about 10. But I have 3 white ones. But I always wear this one because I only wear it for the show. So this one never leaves the house. Look at that. We got 2 more. I'm still doing it. Nerdy Cats, what's going on, man? Planet Arizona Comics. Catch you on the drive into work. Awesome, man. Appreciate that. It says love the show. Yeah, those Liefeld covers. Yeah, it's a more expensive book, and they're bigger books as well. Which it's kind of it's weird that Image doesn't usually do that, even though they put bigger issues out. They normally don't up the price on it, so I was kind of surprised by that, to be honest. That Superman one looked kind of interesting. I might hold off until it's cheaper, though. The cover, the B cover, or the variant cover looks really cool. One more minute. Oh, my ass is like just killing me. I'm sitting here on this stool. It's padded. It's not doing me any favors. Picked up Artist Proof 300 Strike Force #1 for $115. Nice. These are the Alex Ross Timeless variants. They were variants that Marvel put out over the course of 3 months. Here's the thing. I actually did a video. Look it up. It's Alex Ross Timeless Variants checklist. Shows you all of them, when they come out, what the price was, what the issues were. It's a very popular video. People really enjoyed it. And that's actually the video that got Alex Ross to reach out to me and kind of introduce himself. So it's kind of cool. Okay, we are on like 3 hours. Do I get anything for 3 hours? I get a chalupa party. All right, everyone. Appreciate it. Did I just... Oh, yeah, it changed. Did the time change? Shit. Did I get that right? I don't know. Maybe that is a thing. All right, I gotta go. It's been 3 hours. I'm done. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for everyone who joined. Thank you so much for all the subscribers, all the non-subscribers, the thumbs ups, the thumbs downs, the super chats, all that good stuff. You guys are amazing. Do me a favor, if you haven't done it already, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time. Bye.